Hey there, YouTube. Alright, let's get this done here. So I want to take a bit of a break from the game that we've been playing previously, which was, of course, Sonic's Conquest. We're going to be going back to that. I just wanted to show you guys what I've been playing sort of in my free time here. And this game is a game that I cannot honestly recommend to anybody. It is one of the, more user-unfriendly games that I've ever played. But it is a game where if you sort of get past all the fact that, it doesn't want you to play the goddamn game. The people who made it don't want you to play it. It has got a lot of different things going for it that make it really, really complicated, and I do like that kind of complexity. So, you might think that this is sort of like your typical kind of 4X sort of strategy game. It's a little bit like that. Let's just take a look at sort of the factions here. So the game is divided into these different ages, and each age has its own set of different factions. But the way that each of these ages is balanced is a little bit different. The most powerful mages and beings and giants and stuff like that are all in the early ages. Middle ages is kind of in between. Late ages, you've got the most advanced weapons, you've got the heaviest cavalry, you've got the best crossbows, you've got the best weaponry, but the weakest mages, and sort of everything's just humans. So you're going from this sort of mythological age to a more sort of medieval contemporary setting if you want to go into one that's a little bit more grounded. They're all still pretty fantastical and unrealistic, but that's sort of the general trend. And then, of course, there's differences between each era in the same faction. So if we look at early age, you could go for example, Calum over here, that's a faction. And there's also, if you go in Middle Ages, there's still Calum. Each of these is similar as they sort of progress up the chain, but there's differences in these nations as you sort of are going along them. And then if you go into late ages, you can find that there is still a Calum, I think. There it is. The way that a lot of these sort of nations work is that in a lot of instances, the early ages, they're sort of the sort of primitive backwater ruled by some sort of horrible monsters. And then as you sort of progress, it becomes more and more human-centric. Or you start off with nations that are human-centric, and they turn into these sort of evil, bloodthirsty, blood-sacrificing nations. Unless I think Miquelin's like that throughout the early one, and I don't remember if they ever change. I'm pretty sure they're exactly that the entire time. So there's a shit ton of different factions. None of the factions play the same way during the same ages. Nothing is balanced. And you'll never know what the hell you're getting yourself into unless you play one nation just a shit ton. So it's not a good game if you're trying to learn, because the game actively resists you trying to do that. And I'll sort of show you why that is for a little bit here. We're going to go with a random map here. We'll go with medium size. We'll go with a few water provinces, and we'll enable north-south wraparound there. So, just going to do that. Okay. So, I'm going to start off using an early ages thing here, I think. Actually, I want to try a late ages thing. I've been using, Japan, basically. During the early ages, they're, ruled by demons, and then the Middle Ages, they're sort of ruled by these sort of goblins and monsters and stuff like that, and then late ages, it's humans, with samurai sort of stuff there. Not quite accurate to Japan in any of the instances, but they're never accurate for anything, so it's kind of fine. But yeah, we're gonna try something with these guys here. One of the things I need to practice with these guys is getting into the water a bit faster. So this is your roster, and you're gonna look at this and you're gonna be like, okay, so these are sort of the units that you can get there. And then you've got these weird fish people over here, so that's strange. You've got a dragon over here. And you're going to look at this and you're going to be like, okay, I have no idea what the hell any of this means. Actually, I'm going to also go, and I'll do that later. And then you're going to be given this screen here, and you've got to create a deity. And this is similarly something where you'll look at it and be like, I have no idea what the hell this means. And you'll click on one of these and you'll think, okay, this guy looks big and strong, right? So I'll use him and I'll fight stuff. And then you're going to send him off to fight some stuff, and he'll immediately get killed. Because the only thing that you can really do that with is this stupid thing. Because he's got, recuperation, which means that he doesn't take debilitating flaws all that often. His natural stats are good enough that he'll be able to kill a lot of things relatively easily, but you can't even send this thing against like really tough provinces either. He'll still get killed. So, yeah, what you're sort of looking for here is where you're customizing your nation. So this is what your nation looks like just by default, but then you're going to want to tailor them into something that's a little bit different, or even a lot different. For example, if I wanted to go with a strategy that has a lot of these guys here, they've got this little tag that says that they'll receive a bless, whatever that sort of ends up being. Now, you get a bless by taking a bunch of different magic paths, and then you turn that into a bless effect, which gives you a bunch of different stat bonuses and stuff like that. But only certain units get those effects, which makes it hard to sort of figure out, do I really want to be doing that or not? And yeah, it gets more and more complicated as we sort of go along here. What I want to try here is a arcane bless, which is to say we're going to make a bless that's designed to make our wizards better. So for that, I think you can go for actually a relatively sort of rainbow bless. Rainbow bless is where you go for a wide variety of different paths and make it so that they sort of all congeal together to make your guy have lots of different effects here. So these are the types of magic that we can use, the sort of different elements, and then those get broken down even further by different things, but we'll keep this for now. I might go like full rainbow, which means just sort of going across here. If you notice here, normally we need 4 in a thing to get a bless effect, but if you just go 3 across there, then you can get the bless effects for a discount. So you can do like this, for example, and then get access to all of these. I don't need this side though. So we could do this. I think that'd be fine. Actually, I could go for poison resist. That might be okay. But yeah, so you're going for these effects there. Or if your strategy is not built around magic or these effects here, you could also base it off of your scales, which is this stuff down here. Generally speaking, for human nations that have lots of heavily armed troops, you want to have lots of scales instead of a really powerful bless, especially because my sacreds are not that strong. So this is why you wouldn't necessarily want to go with this kind of rainbow-y type thing here. Now, in our particular case, I'm actually going to swap this around a bit. I'm trying to remember what we have natural sort of access to. We do need to have water. I do need to have somebody who can go around searching for water access. I don't really need this. I don't need this because we'll have people who are capable of finding it that we can just sort of recruit. So that's sort of, if we go down here, we can find out that this guy is capable of getting those 2 magic types and also progressing it. So what we're looking for in our magic is really just the bless effects plus water, because we can't easily get access to that otherwise. I could also go for the fire, just because that would be kind of helpful there, but I think in this case we're fine. Since we're going for cold magic, we're going to go cold scales here. Going to want full production. We want at least a little bit of stability. We do want growth. We can go negative luck here because we've got high stability. And I think what we're going to do is go potentially dormant, but in any event, like I said, we're trying out a thing where I go for an arcane type of thing here. So what this means is I want to have like abilities that let my wizards be stronger. So we're going to go with Farcaster, and what that does is it makes it so that my wizards can cast spells from longer distance. And then I'm going to add precision 4 times basically. So what are these effects here? So precision makes it so that we are more likely to hit with our spells that we cast, and Farcaster makes it so that we can shoot our spells off further. The further you shoot a spell off from, the less accurate it is. So having that combination makes it so that we're capable of hitting targets more consistently, and we can do those shots from further away. I'm not sure if this combination is any good, but we'll find out. This is definitely not a bless for our standard sacred troops though. This is purely to try and make my wizards better. The reason that we're starting with this type of pretender, this chassis, is because we generate astral pearls, and that lets us build an armor that makes it so that I can bless my wizards who normally don't get access to blesses. And I think I am going to go dormant here, so that gets me access to a little bit more stuff here. And for our water bless, we're just going to go with Major Cold Resistance, and I think Minor Cold Resistance, or I'm almost wondering if I want to get Winter's Gift here. We might as well, actually. there's not too many instances where that's going to be that useful, but yeah. This is a game as well, similar to the other one I'm playing, Songs of Conquest, where I do think that this game is a lot better if you're playing against real people. But yeah, we're going to try this out here and we're going to see if this works at all. Can turn off random start research. That means that we start off with a certain amount of research points that's just evenly distributed around the different schools of magic. So after I play like a little bit of this, I'm going to jump into League of Legends, I think, because I don't want to play a full game of this. It takes a long time, and it's kind of boring to watch, I'd imagine, but I do want to share with you guys like what I'm doing with my time in terms of games and what I like playing. I'm going to try and like find a way to get into a multiplayer game of this, but I think those take like months, so I'm not sure if I would be able to like properly show it. The way I've seen other people broadcasting it is literally a turn-by-turn where they're showing it's like, this is what happened, here's a summary of all the stuff that happened during the last turn, and it's like an hour-and-a-half long episode to describe what happened in one turn. This is a dense game. It is kind of crazy. Alright, so when you're playing as Jomon, you do start off with like a ninja and just a regular general. I do think that for this faction, one of the best ways is to start off with a couple of another general, that's a slightly better one, as well as another ninja. And we're going to hit repeat recruitment down here. Typically speaking, like, people use this as the sort of start with this faction. I'm not 100% sure if I think that's actually the best one, but it probably is. And we're going to need to go to Construction 4, and we also need to get Conjuration. The reason we need Construction is that we need to be able to get items that let our generals go underwater. And we need Conjuration to be able to summon certain types of units, but we don't need that yet necessarily. Although I don't necessarily need any of these schools like super early. Alright, so we're going to turn our ninja into a prophet so that we are able to assassinate things a little bit more efficiently. And here's what we find ourselves surrounded by. So, I'm going to go ahead and just move all my troops into one stack here. I've got archers and spearmen in one block, but the funny thing about Jomon's archers is that they're actually really good in melee combat, because they've got like good armor, they've got good attack skill, defense skill and stuff like that, and they've got like a powerful melee weapon, which means that you can actually just throw them into melee combat instead of having them use their bow. This is something I had to look up, but apparently this is what people do with this stupid faction, which is like try and time it so that all of your stuff hits the enemy at the same sort of time there. Don't necessarily know how much that helps, but it seems to. Okay, so every time I do this, this is always kind of like risky, but I think what we want to do is use our spy to sneak into this province, which seems to have the larger numbers and stuff like that, and we're going to try and get those guys. Let's see if there's any... I'm going to bid for these guys. Okay, so get that done. I'm going to turn off this. We're going to start recruiting this kind of wizard here. What we're trying to do is get lots of diversity in those different paths. And that also unlocks a little bit more of these since we're not recruiting some of that other stuff there. Okay, so we're going to send all our assassins here. If we kill all of the commanders in this province, we can freely take it. We don't have to worry about it otherwise. So hopefully this group here is going to be able to take out this army. I don't necessarily think we will easily be able to do that, but it'd be certainly easier than either of the other two options, so... Okay. Yep, looks like we succeeded. And we can look at what the actual battle looks like here. So this is our army. We've just got these like archers and spearmen all together in a blob. The archers are actually our better infantry in terms of like actual fighting capability. They've got heavy armor, they've got good helmets. They're not going to be taking any damage from these little archers that they've got back there. In combat, they're also going to chew straight through like these militia, because militia are really weak. You can see us sort of tearing through them. Even the guys with spears on my side are better at combat than these guys. And off our cavalry goes. One of them's decided to get stuck behind everything. Oh, that's our commander, never mind. So these cavalry are going to go for these archers and these commanders and everything. They're similarly pretty heavily armored. So these guys are not going to take damage from these archers. And broken through the enemy lines there. We have taken some losses here, just not very much. The heavy infantry is actually capable of causing us some damage here. We can see their stats. It's pretty mediocre. And at this point in time, the enemy is sort of broken, and they're going to start running away. But they're independents from a province. It doesn't matter if any of them get away, because independents in a province don't really count. They don't scatter to other provinces or anything like that. Just as long as you get them off the field, you count as winning. So, okay, so we've also got these guys. Nice group of mercenaries here. These guys are all heavily armored crossbowmen, so they're going to actually be able to deal quite a lot of damage. So we've got our wizard. I think what we're going to do here, I'm going to hit assassinate, we're going to hit assassinate, and I'm going to set these guys up here. This guy can go way back here. And we're going to go Heavenly Strike. And then we're going to set him to attack. Because we don't want to keep casting when he's in, like, melee combat. So we're going to hold our Fire Missile weapon, and then we're going to attack. The reason I want this guy sort of using that... actually, I'd probably just fire once. Alright, so that should be fine. I probably move these guys back, because I don't necessarily want to fight 30 infantry and heavy cavalry. I would like to get to there, but getting through those barbarians, they're actually quite good at cracking armor. This thing seems to have downgraded in size. I might combine this group with the crossbows, and that would let us do quite a bit. So, I'm almost wondering if I should just throw them into this, but this is going to be a slightly slowed expansion because of what we're doing here. Our first guy here, our first wizard, is actually pretty good for site searching because he's got like a nice mix of stuff, so I'm going to actually send him out. Okay, so our first ninja did assassinate a priest there. Our second one did manage to successfully assassinate a commander. So we've gotten through some stuff here. Unfortunately, this guy got injured. What kind of injury did he take? Just, he lost an arm. Okay, well... It's not ideal, but that's fine. Okay, so we bulk up that. Add another one of these guys. These guys being set to fire is fine. I actually kind of want these guys on fire at closest enemy. These guys with their sort of weight formation. I'm going to have these guys set no longer to hold an attack. They're going to immediately charge out and try and get rear, and I'm going to move them like this. The reason we're doing this is so that these guys are hitting the enemy's closest enemies, which these guys are also going to hit. But we want these guys looping around and killing commanders and range units without certain things happening. Okay, so this guy's searching basically for like magic resources in this province. He's not going to find very many because he's not super good at this, but he's going to be fine. Okay, so our assassination, we get the first one done, get the second one done. And then our battle over here goes the way it goes. So, wait, where'd our crossbows go? Did I not send them? Okay, so we've got like their commanders back here, and since we're on attack rear, we're gonna hit those guys, and then we're gonna hit the other commanders, and now these guys instantly rout. So it doesn't matter that they're pretty tough, scary units, we just sort of instantly kill them. Okay, kind of weird that I didn't, where'd my, I probably just didn't send them. Great, okay. What we're going to do is send them this way, and I'm going to do another pair of assassinates, just in case there's one more there. I don't think there's likely to be, but you never know. And we're going to consolidate that way. Now, we're trying to clear out what's called your cap circle. It's the provinces that are sort of around your capital. Looks like we found nothing there, so that's fine. Because those apply resources to your capital more effectively than the other spots. Okay, so there weren't any commanders there, so we instantly killed those guys. Lost the mercenaries, which kind of sucks, but yeah, I didn't use those guys too effectively, but that's fine. Over here, that's fine. We'll take them normally. I think we want to assassinate over this way, though. This guy's also got promotion and has heroic precision, which is interesting. It's kind of nice. Let's go over there and explore. Yeah, there's only like these provinces directly around my cap circle, so it's not like I'm getting a ton out of that anyway. After this, I'm gonna start going for like lots of archers because they're quite strong at both like shooting as well as melee combat. Over here, we managed to sack all of that again. This guy's also become a famous hero. What's he got? He's got enormous physical strength. Doesn't matter too much. I'm using him as a commander rather than as a anything else. This one's going to be tricky. Heavy cavalry commanders can actually kill my commander or my assassins pretty effectively a decent amount of the time. So I'm going to have a much harder time making that particular one work. I think we are going to equip this guy with this army here. We're going to do the same thing that we started off with early. The reason that you sort of do this is that it causes you to slam into all of the enemy. Actually, I'm going to keep doing it this way. I think this is more effective, honestly. But you do it the other way so that you cause them to sort of slam into the enemy all at the same time without letting the enemy... Like, you'll crumble the front line way harder and way faster this way. But the way I'm doing it, I think, is much more effective for just sort of not taking as many losses. Because you don't want to fight the frontline troops, necessarily. Okay, we got that one. Got both of them. That's actually lucky. Like, I don't often kill two of those guys with that kind of attack. There's a decent chance that we've depopulated their commanders after these assassinations, but I think it's risky. I think we go up here. Ooh, we've lost taken an injury here. Weakened. That's kind of ironic. Weakened is one of the ones that doesn't cause him to lose too much, though, so we'll be fine here. Okay, so we've frozen the river so we can cross here, which is really, really good. Can bypass those barbarians for a little bit there. Ooh, this is a really good mage. Okay. I would like it if I could get... Actually, I'm going to switch this now. I would like it if I could get another air mage that's got like 2 air, but odds of that are not necessarily that great. Yeah, so this one we managed to stomp our way through. This one we also managed to stomp our way through. Joan's considered actually fairly weak at expansion, and it sort of shows. Like, I'm taking a ton of stuff here to clear out these provinces. Okay, so I'm going to have him attack the province because he can sort of solo it, as it were. Ooh, there's a bunch of death here. I don't actually want our sacred guy going there and just getting diseased to death, because that's what would happen. So we're going to go elsewhere with him. I think we head this way and then over there. Gonna take out these barbs finally. This one, there's like hundreds and hundreds of troops here. It's way too much for us to take, so we're not going to bother. But yeah, that's kind of fine. I'm almost at the point where I actually want to start recruiting some of these guys. We use these guys as our construction workers. The reason is that they can build all 3 types of buildings. There's better construction worker units for different factions, but we don't have one of those, so... I found 0 magic sites so far, it's great. What I really want is for him to find that one magic one. Yeah, we're doing pretty good with all these expansions. We're not taking too much attrition. Just encountered another army here. I'm gonna drop down some province defense here, and I might also get a, I think I want the fort here, though. Okay. Go over there and start with the process. I might check over here with that one, because that's a more expendable ninja. I might have to start sending stronger wizards to go do site searching for me, but send this guy up here. First of our construction team. Once I get like 4 of those guys, I think we're gonna switch over to producing another general ninja combo. Yeah, that was another easy fight. So I want to show, like, I don't think that our front line is actually having to fight. Ooh, we actually slammed straight into the front of the militia here, but they're so weak that we should be fine. Yeah, like the initial cavalry charge was enough to just instantly scatter all of them. Cavalry are considered, like, really good for expansion. I don't think they're considered very good for other things. Alright, we're done that. Let's get to Conjuration 3. We're just about done our construction magic. Okay, search there. Looks like we've encountered someone over here. Ooh, and they're in the water. We've actually almost got the north-south wraparound completely in our favor here. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, head that way. Start constructing those palisades. And I think we get 2 more of these guys and then we start building another general, like I said. We should have a decent amount of archers and stuff like that in our capital. Found an enchanted pike here. This one was actually a fairly big fight. This group might actually have to go back and reconsolidate a bit. I'm going to drop down some province defense here so that we don't lose this province while I go back and recover. What's this like here? This is a two-handed weapon. Doesn't do very much damage, but it's got a lot of length. Decent accuracy, so this would be good for parrying, but this guy's got extreme agility and has got ambidextrous, so turning him into a dual-wielding thug would probably be better, but also he's a crappy unit, so it's not like, you'd have to get like a lot of experience doing that before he was really worth it. Alright, let's head down this way. I do want to take this province, but I don't think I've got what it takes. Send you up this way as well. Probably didn't need to send 2, actually. That's probably a waste. It's fine, though. Alright, let's keep assassinating. This guy also got heroic ability. Heroic battle prowess. More attack skill. Giving this guy a long weapon might actually be good if he's got that, just because he'll have extra stuff going for him. Meanwhile, this guy, he still hasn't gotten sick, which is good, because this is, like I said, a province with some problems in it. Don't need to province defense up there yet. Actually, I think we have enough of those guys for now. Let's get ourselves some more generals and stuff like that. It does take a lot of resources to get those generals, unfortunately, but... Okay, we managed to succeed there. We did lose our ninja finally over here. So if we look, finally died. Okay, so down this way. I think we want probably this Lava Lake province forted up here. I think that's a pretty good spot. Probably didn't need to actually send 2 of these guys here. That's fine though. Okay, not that. Search. Okay, I'm just also going to check here. I do want to get like a Dwarven Hammer. I don't necessarily know if I need it right now, but I think I'll get it. Alright, I need 15, I think? Yeah, I need 2 more turns, basically. Oh, I showed up. Perfect, okay. So this is your Pretender. I finally sort of just arrived. I didn't really even notice the message there. Switch that out. I'm going to start getting more of these guys, our main casters. Oops. Okay, so we're up against actually some undead. I'm gonna switch this to these guys. A lot of undead, for some reason, are quite resistant. Like, a lot of the skeleton type units, I guess, are quite resistant to arrows and stuff like that. So we're just gonna, like, create a big mob of archers here. And what we're gonna do is just have these guys obviously, like, firing their arrows and stuff like that. Could do skirmish formation, but I think we do like 2 sparse lines. Even that's too much. Jeez. Okay, and we send these guys, like, down here as sort of, again, rear assassins. You know what, actually, I don't think I'm so worried about these guys getting into a scrape that I want that. We'll do that later. We'll do the thicker double line formation. The reason I want the other one is so that they're less susceptible to missiles. But I think I'm just not concerned about that right now. So I'm going to start going around the map and site searching as well here, which is going to be important, because we do want to find those water gems. And over here, we're now recruiting this type of unit, that's fine. I would like actually some cav to reinforce that expansion party, though. So we'll get a bit of both. Still nothing. There's relay, apparently. Great. Killed another person there. Some nature gems is also kind of okay for us. It's not my favorite to be getting, but... just 6 cav is not going to last very long, I don't think. It should be fine, though. Okay. Should actually have recruited one of these guys a while ago. Let's get that. Alright. So we search here. With what I'm doing, I also need a lot of astral, but yeah, we found one again. Didn't find anyone to assassinate over here, so let's just attack. Okay, so I'm gonna just make this a mixed squad, which is not necessarily ideal, but it's still pretty powerful, so I'm just gonna have that. I'm eventually going to turn that guy away from being a commander and make him more into a melee thug, like I said. You can take a look at this new battle with our new unit composition. These guys are just sort of like a bit of an addition rather than anything useful, but you can look at all those arrows and pretty much nothing. Like, arrows in this game are really, really weak, which is why we're not really relying on our archers just for those. But they do soften up the enemy quite nicely. And as they get closer, more accurately. They're firing at the heavy infantry for some reason. I think that's the problem. They should be firing at these light militia. I should set them to fire closest, maybe. But they have caused a little bit of damage, and they don't cost much more than regular infantry. Yeah, now that we're fighting these guys, it's dealing way more damage. Now they're probably going to cause like a bunch of friendly fire, but that's fine. All the damage we took is probably from friendly fire. Yeah, that 6 squad of like cavalry coming around the back and just killing all the commanders, like that's really the go-to here. Looks like we are actually pretty much fine. Alright. So, we're going to continue rolling. Continue expanding. Against real people, you wouldn't be able to expand this quickly or aggressively necessarily, but take what you can get. I think we're about to get attacked here, but I'm gonna bump our province defense because we can afford it. We're just gonna go up to like 30. We're gonna go up to 40. Like, that's a huge amount of province defense, but because of the build that I've done, we've got tons of cash. So I'm not really worried about doing that. Okay, so I'm gonna construct a fortress over here, upgrade that. Going to hit repeat recruitment, start getting more wizards, and I'm gonna actually start getting like heavy cav over here, because these guys, the independents over here, have heavier cavalry than we can get. Actually, they're pretty similar. I actually don't think this is much stronger than the samurai cavalry that we have, and they're more expensive by a decent amount. I might not bother with these guys. Let's compare them. So this guy doesn't have the hoof attack, and his light lance does a lot less damage on that initial charge, but then the katana afterwards is better than the Morningstar by sort of a commensurate amount. The armor is the part that I'm surprised about. These guys have very comparable armor, with just one higher head armor, and then they've also got the shield, which helps a lot against a lot of different things, but the hoof attack, that kind of matters, but it's not that big a deal. These guys just have way less resource cost, so I could get these guys for way, way, way cheaper. So Could be worth it. I think what we're going to actually do is just get more of these guys with the big katanas. Okay. I think we're about to get attacked, though, so I have to be a bit careful. I'm gonna have him defend there for a bit. Just stay there. Alright. So once we get a decent amount of extra troops, as well as some wizards over there, I think that area will be pretty set up for a fight. I might send over one of these guys over this way and build another fort over here, maybe, but we'll find out. Still have no way of getting into the water, really, but... Smolderstone Imperial Quarry. Took that one. Okay, I'm gonna keep going here. Just gonna keep searching with him a little bit still. It's kind of important that we do that. Alright, this group, I think we can go over here and take that, and then that would be lovely. Looks like we can see some people down here, but they're in our Dominion. We might be able to push them out a bit. We're on just normal difficulty as well, so we're not exactly challenging ourselves too much here. Lots of province defense, which is probably not the best way to do this, but I think that is a good way to block early game. Let's see here. Still no water. Gah. We can also use nature gems with the nature water crosspath wizard, so we're not that screwed, but having to get like a bunch of sea dogs would be probably what we... Or I can get Kappa. Let's start that. Or no, the reason I don't do these is because they cost water. So yeah, summon sea dogs. Because they're capable of going in the water and being useful. Pretty inexpensive to get as well, so... Probably want to get strong enough to fight this pretty soon if we can. I've got Relay next to me there, to the south, so I definitely want to have some province defense. Relay's going to have a real hard time if there's province defense up the coast. There's actually a lot of people in the water already, because Undead can go down there for free, basically. I think we want to head down this way and maybe get that province if we can rush it. Alright, so we got decent wizard production rolling in. Start throwing those guys into the same sort of composition as them. Got another commander. Got another province. This one, again, fairly easy. And again, I have to worry a little bit. Is that Lemuria? I think that's Lemuria. That's unfortunate. Ghosts are actually kind of hard for us to deal with until we start getting more critical mass of wizards, and that is kind of what we're working on. I'm going to make sure that we're working on evocation next, because that lets us get some of the spells that we need to blast ghosts. I think they might have taken one of my provinces from me there. Alright. Ooh, that's gonna be rough. Okay, well, let's send you up this way. And I might start sending some wizards over this way to fight over there, but probably not. Where the hell did I go? I'm over here. Okay. I should actually focus my searches a little bit. Like, if I search marshes and stuff like that, and coastal, and I think we're slightly more likely to find magic sites there. I think we find nature sites in this, like, wood here more likely, but I can't remember how that works. Are we getting attacked? No. Interesting. This one was a little bit tougher, I think. Looks like we lost all our cavalry, so that would probably be why. So we're getting our province defenses, like, pretty much done here. And those sort of province defenses are quite good. They, like, increase our income. They increase a bunch of our stuff, really. So research there. We'll construct our fortress there. I would love to surge over here, and I think I will. We're gonna need defense over here to keep that. I probably should stop constantly getting all these province defenses, but it's what I want to spend my money on while I've got nothing else better to do. Okay, so we're getting to the point where I think we can take this, and claiming that throne would be good for a bunch of different reasons, but it does leave us a little bit open and vulnerable. Actually, I'll go Evocation 4, Alt 3, Enchantment 3. It gets us access to some of the important buffs. I don't have the best wizards for those buffs yet, but we do have access to them, and I can sort of get some items for that. Alright, so over here, we did finally get some good stuff. So that's nice. Like I said, I think these areas are more likely to have magic sites, yeah. If we look here, more magic sites. So those are the places that we want to focus our attention to a little bit more. But having access to these Astral Gems income as well as Water Gem income, those are both really important for what we're trying to do here. Okay. Yeah, we have no cavalry left with that guy. Cavalry's getting ground down a little bit in this group, but it's not too bad yet. Ooh, Ninja got injured here. He lost an arm. It's always lost arms. Kind of sucks, because, like, having your prophet lose an arm or something like that is really kind of rough. Alright, let's boost up our province defense a little bit here. I'm more worried about these guys, since these guys are blocked by the river. In fact, I think he's completely blocked off until, like, everything freezes, which I'm going to cause things to freeze, at which point things can come across there, so it's not as though I've actually got a hugely sort of safe spot here. Okay, over here, I'm going to definitely start working on palisades as soon as we can. We got the army here. I'm going to actually drop that down to 0, and we'll just construct palisades. I'm just going to direct my search purely towards likely site searches right now. Well, this guy can sort of wander around and be useless. I don't really care what he's doing with his time as much. Over here, I think we're at the point where I want another commander ninja combo. Nah, time for ninjas is over. I'm just going to get, like, a stronger commander. Okay, and over here, I think we've got what it takes to hit this stuff. So let's show you guys what it's like trying to manage wizards here, because it is a nightmare. Chuck you guys into there. So what we want to do is have this guy in particular do something, but I don't think we've accessed both of them yet. Yeah, we've got one of them. So we've got the ability to Legions of Steel, which gives +3 armor to those units. Makes it a very tough unit to kill. And then after that, we hit... probably that's all that we really care about him doing. After that's going to probably be Vine Arrows and Flying Shards, and that's all he's going to be doing, which is fine. This one over here is a little bit more jank, because we've got, like, this wide spread of stuff. I might do summon Storm Power first, but we could also give him a gem so that he could summon an elemental. I don't think that that's super worthwhile here. I think we just have him go out there and throw, like, slime or something like that, or sleep rays. So, not going to worry too much. The most important one is this one that's throwing a Legion of Steel. This guy's got Air 2, actually. That's pretty powerful. I could use Summon Storm Power here and then use Lightning Bolt. Or no, does he only have one? I think he's only got one, actually. So we use Summon Storm Power. Then Lightning Bolts. It says that we can't use Lightning Bolt because we got the wrong level of air power, but that's what the point of, like, summon air power is. So he'll be able to do that. We'll do the same thing with this one, actually. So summon Storm Power. And we make sure that we're focusing on using Lightning Bolts. Lightning Bolt is a really powerful spell for dealing damage. Okay, is that everybody doing what they're supposed to be doing here? You have nothing specific. Probably Sleep Clouds. I think we just do 2 of those and then we do nothing but Tangle Vines after that. Because I don't want them to keep throwing out Sleep Clouds when we're actually fighting. Alright, so that should be enough to take out this stuff a little bit more easily. And, yeah, hopefully our composition holds against that. I think I want these guys more spread out. Alright, down here, we've got a ton of these sea dogs. I don't think we've got quite enough yet. We stopped producing them because we run out of the points we need for that. We are getting a little bit of water now, though, so I could use this as a moment to get something, but I think what we're going to do is just forge the air pills now. I need an air 2 for that. What about Shambler Armor? I think I can get that. I can't remember what I need for Shambler Armor. I think it's water... Water 1, okay. So we get that. We probably throw it on him, just use him as our commander for this. And then I'm going to go ahead and still cast a Summon Kappa, get a little bit more troops for our push into the water. Actually, I should probably make... No, I can't. Shoot. Okay. No, this is fine. Alright, I think that's everything we can do here. So, this is a way for us to look at how effective magic is at doing this, and you can see, like, this is a fairly decent-sized force of independence. But we just absolutely smash through them. This is the power of, like, spells and stuff like that. Do we successfully Legion of Steel here? I'm not actually sure we did. Oh yeah, we did. Okay, 20 protection. Yep. Cavalry made her on the back there, into these crossbows. We did take some damage from the crossbows. These little guys here basically taking no damage because they've also got that higher protection there, up to 15. And it looks like we managed to actually assassinate all of their generals again, which that cavalry strat, I think, is just works really, really well, actually. It is easy to protect against if you're a player. It's not easy to protect against, but you will protect against it as a player, because it's just that important to do. Okay, cool. So yeah, magic, I think, made a decent difference there. I don't think it actually ended up mattering that much, but... mattered enough. Alright, let's get some province defense drop down there. Did I already search here? Yes. And I found the Weeping Stone, more water, which is good. Kind of want to get down to here, so I might as well search on the way, I suppose. I don't want to go too far or too crazy with our leader, because we could get killed, obviously. No province defense here. I'm going to get some just in case like a random event pops up and she has to fight. But yeah, we're basically just using for site search right now. And that is fine. Oops, not that one. Masters. Down here we could get the crossbowmen. I think we're not going to bother with that. Again, we're just going to get these guys. With who we're fighting, like, I am worried that we're going to need to have a lot of people with powerful attacks against undead and stuff like that, just because I'm pretty sure this is what that is. And, yeah, you don't do very much damage against undead using bows frankly speaking, against ghosts, if that's what that is, then we're not going to be doing much damage anyway, but... Alright, let's throw down all of those guys for you. Throw that down. And we're going to give him the Shambler armor, which does make him actually less armored than he was before, but... yeah, we at the very least want to hit that lake, because I think we can also defend this lake pretty well from anyone that would try and take that from us. So you, let's go ahead and research. Okay. Yeah, other people are getting into the water way faster than us just because, like, we're seeing nations that are capable of starting there by default. They don't have to worry about getting water breathing or anything like that. But the rewards for me being in the water are higher than it is for them. Which is why we're desperate to get in there. Okay. So we got that other guy there. We're going to start getting some of these guys. We want at least one of the Onmyoji in each province because they avert catastrophes. And ideally you want like several, but they're way more expensive than our other wizards, so... I think these guys are about to attack there, so let's boost up province defense. I'm going to keep these wizards here just to keep that throne under control. I would actually like to get access to that. Where's our ninja? What the hell happened over here? Just a crap ton of Vashigar over there that I don't remember having in any army. Wonder if there's a random event one. Well, in any event, let's have that over there. It's another Windspire. Windspires are also good for us because we can get Daitengu. Alright. We go through each of these unexpected event things just because there is that sort of chance that we get hit by an event that can really mess us up. Because it'll be like, oh yeah, you're about to get attacked by barbarians, and if you don't read those carefully, you could get hit by a bunch of barbarians all of a sudden, and it screws you over. So, never a good feeling to have that happen. Alright. Alright, so the question is, am I going to be able to survive my position here? Because if I can get ghost-busting units, we'll be fine. Those, yeah, spectral status, though, for example. Dangerous stuff. Up until we get way more wizards. Alright, Kinsu over here. I think we're going to start moving him as well as a bunch of our other stuff. And I want to have, like, our fire wizards going along with that, but only fire 2s or air 2s. Water 2 I think also works okay. Because those are good, decent combat mages. Okay. So we're going to try and take this. I don't know if it's going to actually be that easy, honestly, but we'll double team it with this stack as well, and maybe another wizard from over here. Alright, so we're producing a lot of troops now, which is good. Yeah, I don't have any of the natural water recruitment things, so that's unfortunate, but is the way it is. All right. Construct the lab there, construct the fortress there. I'm probably going to want to head back home pretty soon with our commander. With our pretender, rather. Just because it is a little bit dangerous for me to be out and about like this. Like I said, we're just going to actually move you over here so that we can double team this general here. This guy's not the best at searching, so it's Not as though I have high odds of finding stuff with him. Ooh, that is quite the army. That's why I've got a decent amount of stuff there to try and oppose him, but hopefully there's not too many shamblers in there. That would suck, but we're just basically doing that to get dragons. Oop, yeah, we're being attacked. They've got some scouts. Got pushed back there. Actually, him scouting is not too bad yet. And a laboratory. Wait, what's this even do? I think I can enter the building? Nope. Well, that kind of actually sucks. Ooh, that is quite the stack. Let's get the hell out of there. I'm gonna boost this up to like 50 just because I really don't want my pretender to get caught out and die. Okay. Just gonna keep everybody onto there. Line, double line. Do the same thing here. Go attack, rear. This guy's hold and attack is good. Hold and attack here. The reason we want these guys also on hold and attack is because it lets us buff them with our spells a bit better here. So we're going to want, again, that Legion of Steel here. Got a couple Legions of Steel we want to do here. Those hold and attacking units. You... How come I can't... Oh, I need to be underwater for that one, right. I think this guy's gonna default to using stuff that I want him to, so... I think this is actually relatively fine, because he'll mostly be doing, like, buffs and stuff like that. This one, on the other hand, I do want... Phoenix Power. Actually, I don't need that. I can just cast Fireball without that. The damage is higher, though, if he does Phoenix Power, so... Magma Bolts is also pretty good. Yeah, the area effect on Fireball is just never as good as you think it's going to be. Fire Cloud, though. Yeah, this is the character, though, that we would want to have, like, boosted up so that he's got a little bit more stuff going for him. I think we're going to focus on using the... I don't know, the Magma Bolts are really, really strong. I think against these guys we go Fire Cloud. And just cast spells. They will cast spells anyway, but... Alright. So we should have enough to take out those guys without too much issue. Ninja, need him to get towards that throne, which takes forever. And for me, just heading back home. We're gonna do remote site searching, I think, for the rest of the game, basically. Alright, and into here. Hopefully that works. Okay, we did manage to take out the Shamblers, which is really, really good for us. We did take out this one, which is a big fight. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. I think some of our units scattered, so it's going to be a pain to get them back in organization, back in formation. But with all these centaurs, this one group of cavalry is just getting hit by the brunt of this. But these guys are getting hit by fire and stuff like that from behind as well, which is making them pretty weakened. Yeah, they're getting hit by quite a lot of fire, actually. And our infantry with the Legion of Steel coming to support here. These guys are just getting rocks trucked at them. Cavalry over here are having a harder time, so the defenses in the back line are a lot beefier, and for some reason they're not going for the Dryad over here, which they should be. Now we've got our spearmen making over here. It's going to be a different story, and those spinning blades are actually really good against centaurs, so that's nice that that's going on. They're light armor, so they take a lot of damage from that. I should get Strength of Giants pretty soon. I think we should be researching towards that, though, so I think we're fine. So I kind of want to see, like, how much, like, kills we got with our mages. I don't think we got many kills, though, because, Fog or Fire Cloud doesn't deal a ton of damage. Ooh. Yeah, they got 2 kills, but I think they did a lot more damage than they got kills. So we got hit again, but looks like we managed to succeed in the fight against these guys, Lemurians. I think that was just like a probing attack or something like that. I'm not sure what the hell that was. For some reason our cavalry are mostly still intact. So their infantry sort of swoops in. Yeah. I think we mostly fireclatted our own troops. That's not ideal. Yeah, their forces get completely wiped out, basically. So that's pretty good. They'll probably want to send more probing attacks down there, though. Okay, that's good. Fortress is done here. Good. Okay, we'll keep building up the castle there. We are going to want to build, like, a fortress over here. And one of the big reasons why we need to do that is because it's got a throne on it, so taking the thrones is really important. Okay, I need to chill out there just a little bit. Where'd our ninja go? There he is. And I do need to get another Shambler armor so I can throw it on one of our other dudes. I kind of want to start forging these. These take 5 Astral Pearls, which is not that expensive. Actually, no, I can do it with a different mage. But yeah, I could start churning out these, and that should make it so that our wizards start doing a little bit better in combat. We're getting 4 of these per month. We're actually getting 5. We're actually getting just enough to have constant production of those things. This one I also need to claim, though, so let's get you down here. Your prophet can also claim these things. Alright, so we've got water access. It's actually really nice because it's isolated from Relay and Lemuria. Oh, well now we get this asshole. Great. I forgot to make the... Oh no, I did make it. Okay. Let's go over here and give that thing to this fella. So, Shambler Vest. Now he can go over into this water province and start building stuff, which is what we want him to be doing. Alright, we finally made it here. We're going to claim that Throne of Ascension. Over here, we're going to claim this Throne of Ascension. I might as well also site search after that. But yeah, at this point in time, we're really thinking about who do we fight. Actually, I'm going to recruit a bunch of these guys first. I'm going to also start working on more of these guys. I just need to have tons of wizards, basically. Start getting these guys here, too. Ooh, I can really start pumping up these guys here. This is upgraded, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, so we just sort of pick out the best combat support mages or best combat mages from these groups, and that's sort of how we do this. Right, conjuration up to 5 is fine. Enchantment is at 3. I think I need construction 7 for sharpened weapons potentially, but I don't think I need that with what we're up against. I think we go with more evocation actually, especially since we're doing a wizard bless. Okay, so we have to think about like which of these wizards are going to be the ones that we're going to be using for their spell casting first. And I'm not 100% sure if I don't want to just like summon some stuff, but what we want is like Air 2s that we could upgrade to Air 3s, I think is our best ones, but we could also do it with like fire ones. Like getting Thunderbolts on something like this is still not that bad, or even this one. These guys are actually still better off using their other spells, actually. Someone like this guy. Don't have enough gold for any of this. We were spending like our gold like mad, kind of, unfortunately. But we have got plenty of like research and stuff like that, so. I think I might try to summon a back and echo, look for start looking for death scales a little bit, because those would probably help with what we're starting to see here. Okay, I do need to clear out some of the land from this place if I really want to be doing a good job here, but this guy's about to die. These guys are all about to die. Has this place got death scales inherent to it? I'm gonna head across here for now. I'm gonna move you out of there, which is very important that I get out of there. So I think we can't have people staying here. Actually, no. I need to do a search here. So I do risk getting diseased, unfortunately, but yeah, this is just against the AI. It's not really anything too interesting. I just wanted to sort of show off like what, you know, this game is that I've been playing. The main thing that sort of sucks for me is like I'm up against Lemuria, which I don't like, but you know, ghosts are spooky. But yeah, I like this game. I do think it's a good one. Okay, I think definitely, like, the ones I actually should be fighting, though, might be easiest if I fight these guys earlier. Because the other guys, I think, are going to scale up harder. And they also look like they're quite weak, because they got pinched off in this really awkward sort of spot here. So I think we can take them. I'm going to spend all my gold on this province here. Defense. Hi there, Echo Typhoon. How are y'all doing today? Okay, we did find a magic site there. I kind of thought there would be. 3 of our Master Shugenjas died in a province over here. What? Did I not oh, I think I know what happened. The army couldn't follow. I clicked on that thinking that the army would be able to move that far, but they couldn't. Absolutely not. That was idiotic of me. I forgot to check that. Alright, what do we find here? Just the maze. I think there's got to be a death thing there. This game is Dominions. It is definitely a wacky game. It is not a game that I think is that easy to figure out what the hell's going on. Like, I'm playing it, I've played it, I've beaten it, I still do not know what is going on, like, a lot of the time. It is tricky. Yeah, I'm gonna start declaring war on these guys. I'm gonna start going after them, I think. Need to get a lab down here, a temple down here. But yeah, like, this game's a lot of fun. It is one of the most opaque things I've literally ever played, and I cannot recommend anyone ever play it. I love playing it, but it is so hard to learn what the hell you're doing. There's a lot of, like, little UI things that I think as well are actually not that great. I'm gonna go here, actually. The reason is I'm gonna swoop up and check these 3 sites for things, because, like, these 3 all have enhanced chances of giving me access to things I want. So, okay, so we got the first step of the fort there. I do need to lock this down, so the fact that this guy might die kind of sucks, actually. I'm gonna send him back, actually. I'm gonna send someone I don't care about, like this, potentially this back-end echo, because it's the wrong kind of anyway, so we send that over there to do that sort of work. I need to summon another one until we get death magic, unfortunately. It's gonna cost me, like, all my useless nature gems, but I don't really care about them, so that's fine. I think this game predates RPG Maker. it is not this particular game, but like Dominions is a general sort of thing. They're really, really not made for playability, I don't feel like. Okay. But yeah, it is definitely like on an older sort of engine. It's made by a smaller studio, that sort of stuff, you know. But I honestly don't begrudge it that. It's still a game that I think is quite good. Well, I have mixed feelings about it. I can't say it's good because I don't recommend people play it, so obviously I don't think it's good if that's the case, but... It is a game that has a lot going for it. I think these ghosts are about to make a push over here, so I'm gonna start getting a stack ready to go fight them. Throw that on him. I don't have any more air ones left in here, do I? So a couple air ones over here, especially this guy. This guy's useless otherwise, so throw that on him. Okay. I think we throw these guys up here just so they're not in too much danger. Okay, so we should be building a palisade there. That's exactly what we want. That's good. Down here, we should be pretty close to getting their dragons, which is really, really nice, as well as the sharks. The sharks are also really good. Okay, who's attacking us? These guys. And they have beaten that province defense that I dumped into there, which is not too surprising, actually, honestly. All right, that was over here. I didn't actually dump that much into that province. Wait, no, over here. Okay, I need to get another general over here. And I could go on the counterattack up this way, I think, but I'm getting attacked slightly differently than I thought I was going to be. So I need to freeze the rivers here. Like, I need everything frozen enough that I can get through to where I'm trying to get to. I can't believe I didn't find anything here. Alright. I don't have the easiest time striking out against these guys right now. I've got a lot of troops here, though. I'm wondering if I can summon a commander here, because that won't get interrupted if they siege the castle. Jigami is kind of a leader. He's not the right kind, though. I would need the Magina, I think. Do I have I don't have enough of those gems, though. I could potentially try to get access to the one that gets me the troll leader. Because I do think I've got enough of those. I think I just need Conjuration 6 for that. There's a decent chance that while these guys are attacking me, like, other people take advantage. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Weaken these guys a little bit further as they come in. But, yeah, we're gonna have a hard time retaking that. Until this army gets up there, so that's probably what we're gonna do. I could probably take these guys, but that's a bunch of death scales there for some reason again. Where are all these death scales coming from? I only have 27 gold left. Let's just go ahead and turn. Relay is probably going to be annoying for me. Yep. But we did take out 55 of their dudes this time, so there's only like 100 left. So I think what we do here is we just charge down this way. I forgot to like fort this up enough. I'm actually just going to keep constructing. Just not going to worry about that. I think we got enough time that I can just sort of move you guys up this way and then attack with this stack. Which should be enough. The only problem is these guys are looking hungry. Okay, we did get our death gem search, so we can stop searching for that. I'm gonna keep making shrouds. So we got the Bakeneka that's got the ability to search for death scales, which is nice. It's not super good or anything, but it is nice. Okay, I need to break out of there. Yeah, it is definitely a grognard game. Yeah, the balance apparently is quite different from a lot of elements to it. I got in on Dominions 4, and like playing Yomi in 4 compared to 5 is so different. Because like you can't build units as Yomi in this game. Oh, they actually just... Wait, what happened there? Was that my spy? Oh, that was my blessed spy. Interesting. I thought he was over here for some reason. I must have moved him out to spy on them. I should have assassinated more stuff. That's fine. Alright, out goes every single one of these guys to go and help break the siege. But yeah, like, these games are designed by people who hate people, I think. I feel very strongly that that is the case. Okay, so, so for example, I have to go through each of these damn mages here and cast, like, whatever the hell I'm going to be casting with this guy. I think this guy's kind of garbage, actually, for what we're doing here. So I think we just let him do whatever. He'll probably just cast some, like, buffs and then throw some magma bolts or something like that. This guy, on the other hand, definitely going for the Legions of Steel. And I think I've also got Strength of Giants now, so yeah. I think he'll probably keep casting those. We definitely want him to be, like, mixed in with these guys a bit. Okay, this fellow here, summon Storm Power, Lightning Bolts. Where the hell, what? Lightning Bolts. Thunderstrike is, like, way, way better, but, you know, take what you can get. I might want that guy to have the boost there, but I don't think we're gonna... This is our other guy. This guy, I might have him do other spells here. Like, Stellar Cascades is actually a spell I really like using. Astral Geyser is also pretty interesting. But no one's horror marked, so that's not going to work. Trying to remember where Mind Blast is. I don't think we've got that. Because I think that's like... Thaumaturgy, I think? So I think we're doing Stellar Cascades. I'm not going to worry too much about that, the rest of it. Let's get you guys to hold an attack, and I think deployment is in double line. We want them to get the buffs, so that's why we're sort of doing that. And then these guys all over here. So this guy... The people with the shrouds are definitely being used to cast elemental, like, attack spells. So, summon Storm Power. This increases their, like, aim, and the plus increases their spell aim and distance and stuff like that, so they can really, like, do some stuff here. So we should be able to blast our way through this. I did lose my Prophet as well, though, so that's kind of unfortunate. I wonder what these guys would do if I just had them on defaults. I also wonder if it's worth casting aim with these guys before I do anything. That would be kind of interesting to figure out. Yeah, I'm getting kind of unlucky, though. Like, usually I get a couple of the double airs, but we're probably going to have to rely on dragons for that now. Just for those thunder strikes. Yeah. I wish there was like there's probably is like a quick template way to do this. I don't know what it is though. You probably just like ignore the fact that this is all possible and just let the AI cast whatever you want. Oops, casts. The fact that it's not highlighted is what always screws me up when I'm doing this sort of setup here. If I use gems, I could get them to use Thunder Strikes, but this should be fine. Okay, those are fine. These guys, let's do line formation as well. Hold and attack so that they get the buffs. I don't have anyone in this group that's gonna buff them though, so. Okay, attack, rear. Okay, good. So this should be a pretty large, pretty interesting battle compared to some of our other ones. We can also build a lab here. Upgrade that, and we're going to definitely start recruiting dragons as soon as we can. I don't have enough money right now, but shark people as well. Alright, so that's going to be a big, interesting battle here. We've actually gained the ability to cross this river now because it's frozen over. Okay, so we're going to actually have to do another goddamn... Oh, man. Okay, this guy is going to be a combat mage. Basically, I can sort of combat mage all of these ones with Air 1, because they can at least use lightning bolts. Ooh, this guy's good. So this guy, we can go Phoenix Power. Okay, that doesn't need that. So we have to see it. Okay. So these guys all going is going to be good enough, and this guy going. Okay, so army set up here. Got these guys set to hold an attack, I believe. Yep. Got one cavalryman left alive there who's going to do absolutely nothing other than just die. That's fine. I need another commander down here, which is also fine. You guys can only do box formation because this is a crappy commander. And now I have to spend 100 trillion years doing this stupid song and dance with the mages, getting them to cast the right things. Okay, so what we want here is, of course, again, Legions of Steel. And then Strength of Giants. And the other guy, I'm going to have him do Strength of Giants, Legions of Steel. So... this way that we don't accidentally double up because it's a squad-based spell. Alright, and I'm actually going to move, because we've got air enemies here, I'm going to move both these squads behind our units, so they'll intercept any flyers. And then this one will be the front one, so that should be fine. I'm getting really unlucky with these searches. Yeah, this province, absolutely, I need some defenses in. It's going to be actually really bad for me to send my person there. It'll be fine, though. It won't be. I'll probably die terribly. Alright. Let's see how these battle scripts worked, if I did okay there. Sieging force has been beaten. No, the sieging force has been beaten by our forces, so we won that. They had almost 100 troops, several of which are quite big, and they've got... we killed their, like, big stuff here, which is really, really good. They've got 2 surviving rain priests. Let's see how we did in terms of the combat. I think we actually probably routed them, like, before we could do too much spellcasting. Just because, like, our cavalry probably came in and sniped their generals. You can see the cavalry, like, making it to their back lines here, just doing some stuff. We're not getting, like, any thunderbolts out. None of that. Oh yeah, no, there's some spells coming in. Those buffed units here up front. They've got some real heavy buffs on them, too. Cavalry's routing, unfortunately. This guy here is, I think they're Pretender, actually. Yeah, it is. That's their deity. So we killed him in this fight. He can come back, so it's not like it's game over if you lose your pretender. It's just really painful to lose your pretender. It's a real nuisance. One of the weird things about Jomon Cavalry is that they don't actually, like, get as screwed over by heat auras because they don't have a hook attack. Which is ironic, but natural attacks are actually really, really bad if you, Didn't we kill this guy? Is he getting out? He's got 9 hit points left. I think someone must tap him on the way out here. Yep. Got him. The fact that he was also, like, injured is really hard to fix injuries in this game. So, our script works. I think it was just because, like, our units were able to sort of push through pretty effectively because of the buffs. Didn't actually hit them with as many offensive spells in this particular matchup as I thought we were going to, but that's kind of fine. Yeah, no, that was pretty brutal. That was pretty good. Over here, we managed to fight a defensive fight. And again, did pretty good damage to him. This one's not scripted properly, so I'm not going to really worry about that one too much. Over here, we managed to charge in and attack, and there was nothing there. Oh, I think I know what happened, actually. Let's actually look at this one. Yeah, it's a lot more flyers than I thought there were, but I knew there were flyers. This is why we got this stuff sort of in the back here. But we didn't script it properly for this because a variety of reasons. Actually, these guys are just running towards us. Wait, these guys aren't real flyers. Those cheating... Oh, you bastards. Cavalry is again in their back line, which is nice. I think we've got like these heavily upgraded or heavily buffed these guys. Who did they end up buffing? Did they buff these guys? I think they did. Oh, you idiots. Okay, well. Oh, they are flyers. What the hell's going on here? They're not listed as flyers on their stat sheet. That's interesting. I have no idea what's going on half the time in this game. It's a mess. Alright. Samurai managed to plow through their front lines. The cavalry scattered again. But, yeah, these guys managed to get pretty wasted. Not getting the good mage fights that I was hoping for here, because they're ones that have the air power, and then lightning bolts aren't doing that. Okay, so we did manage to sort of push in that way with the way we sort of wanted to here, but I'm going to move these guys back up that way. This other army here. Am I missing something? Oh, I think I'm missing something with the summon air power. I don't think I'm doing that correctly. Because I think I have to have a storm for that to work, now that I think about it. Actually, these guys just aren't set for... What? Yeah, during a storm. Okay, so we have to set that up properly here. Getting a storm to happen is actually kind of a pain, but... trying to remember where we get that from. I think we need to have like quite a lot going on before we can get that. Yeah, it's Air 4, which is pretty brutal, and then it requires another one of these. What we might want is that ritual or the top level item. Either of those would probably work here. Okay, so we can march over that way and squash them. Yeah, so I have to redo my scripts, but it's kind of fine for now. If we just push out here, I think we just smash these guys. I'm gonna get some province defense though, just so that we're a bit safe here. A bunch of our units got scattered, so I have to reassign those. And I have no money, so I can't get... I still can't get that dragon. Our income's doing okay, but like I probably actually just set it up so I'm not getting so many wizards in these other castles. if I don't need them. So I'll disable that one. I'll disable this one. It's 332 gold. Okay, so we can get dragons now, which is what we're after, so, or to a large extent what we're after. Master Sugenja's again got a decent number of, a little bit of kills there. Go Hatamoto's just chewed through everything. I think it's again buffs that's getting us through these. Apparently we had like one guy there. I think it's just, yeah, they're just back capping where we'd sort of destroyed their stuff. This is actually fine to have happen, because we're destroying their economic base pretty badly as we sort of go through here, even if we're not defending our stuff that we take. So I don't mind what's happening here at all. We just sort of run through as we take what we're taking here. Let's grab a couple of these guys here. I'm going to turn off repeat recruitment. I'm going to just get like 3 of them for construction crew stuff, and then we're going to get a bunch of these guys on the queue again. Did you search and find nothing again? Okay, great. Back home with ya. Before I get killed by ghosts. These ghosts here are super spooky for me. I'm gonna leave this army behind, just in case they have to deal with Lemuria's bullshit. Or that's actually, there's kind of both of them over there. Fantastic. Okay, battle in Miklin. Shugenja's actually managed to get some good kills there. And they're going to try and defend that pretty hard. Yeah, they retook that, that's fine. I think we just keep heading this way, disrupting their stuff as we go. I don't think there's a huge point in trying to take and hold stuff. I think we just take. And now that this army's back here again, I think we grab up a couple more of these guys and head on over. Well, this was our site search guy, actually. Let's keep doing that, I guess. This doesn't really matter too much. We'll search the spot, even though it's lower odds, because I do want to find a couple more of these Astral Pearl sites, even though we're building a ton of armors that use those. I'm going to actually switch into research for a bit now. And I think we researched Thaumaturgy, because that is where we get, like, yeah, Mind Burn is there. Paralyze is there. Soul Slay is there. Those are all good spells for what we're doing here, so. Okay, these guys built a fort down there. That's fine, good for them. Okay. And after this, I wouldn't mind pushing into another water province, if I can. But, yeah. That one was pretty easy. Just basically gave that one up. This one was a bit rougher, it looks like, but... Ooh, we're getting attacked finally by Riley. They're just probing us, though. They can't easily get on land, so... I don't have to worry too much about what they're up to. Alright, down here, let's go ahead and get one of these guys. Maybe even 2, actually. I've got a lot of troops stored up here. I'm not really otherwise doing anything. Alright, I forgot about you, and I forgot about this little asshole. Trying to get some death gems. Death is going to help us if we can break into it, get into the water. I'm actually gonna start province defensing up here. Taking these things. Keeping them. I think we also dump over here. I'm gonna stick around a little bit longer here until we get that province defense up even a little bit more. But should be fine. Okay. So we're just basically not fighting Lemuria yet, which is pretty good. I don't like fighting them. All their stuff is ghosts, so you just basically spam wizards. Have to have tons and tons of them. This stack managed to do okay, just because we have so many Go Hatamotos. Go Hatamotos are so strong. Like, I think people underestimate how strong, like, Jomon's infantry can be, because they're considered a low-tier faction. But if you're able to get their infantry up and running, they're unstoppable, basically. I'm gonna palisade this, and I'm gonna send you over this way. The reason we're sending them over there is because, like, this province gets me access to some interesting stuff here that you can't otherwise get. A Sacred Flyer unit is pretty powerful. Can I... They're not going to let me take that easily at all. I'm probably going to... Move these guys over this way because they're probably going to try and retake it with this force here. And by stopping them from retaking it, we can actually get ourselves in a slightly better spot here. Alright, we research from here. I would love to cast a ritual to start looking for stuff, but... Like, I could use Akashic Knowledge, but that's pretty expensive. What I probably want is Arcane Probing. Yeah. Sure, we'll do that one, that's fine. Got this guy, let's go ahead and search for magic sites down here. I could actually also use Tiamat's Voice of Tiamat on this province, try and find everything. Okay, so now we just sort of stack dragons, and those other guys as well. I could actually pop this guy up here. He's good enough general, I think this is gonna work out, actually. Alright, well that's fine. I forget what I was building these guys specifically for, and I know they had a purpose. Well, either way. I need to get someone that can cast Storm Power, and I do need to find a wizard that's got, like, enough air that I can do that. Yeah, Mictlan is still just desperately throwing stuff at me. These guys managed to take that. Good. Good, good, good. Do we find anything with Tiamat's Blessing? Or Voice of Tiamat? Rune of Air. Yeah, so that's why it's good to use it that way. Ooh, we actually found a death site there, just with our tiny little death 1 cat. Alright, over here, I'm actually going to try and get... I'm going to work on getting our stupid air magic up. I'm going to need Conjuration 8, I think. Then we're going to go with Thaumaturgy 4. So these guys taking that, defending this little wizard here. Just get a little bit of province defense here. I don't think it's likely, but they might spill over into that province. I think these guys are done for, basically. Looks like Lemuria and Riley have been fighting over the water, which is good for us because they haven't really fought over this water, which is kind of what we're avoiding here. I'm hoping for some Air 2 dragons, though. Water 3 dragons, though, like, just default Water 3 is so strong because they can summon water elementals really for free. Okay, so we managed to take that out. No magic sites there or anything like that. Still searching for these, even though I don't think that we're going to find any. Should probably province defense this place, even though it's got a castle, just so that I don't get sieged in. turn this back on. Got tons of cash again all of a sudden, so... And the death scales down here are gone, so I can start recruiting units here as well. I'm a bit worried about this force here. Once we get enough dragons... were we at war with these guys? Can't remember who attacked us. It was Riley, but that was just a probing attack. That wasn't a real attack. I probably don't worry about them just yet. I probably worry about these guys. I probably fight these guys next. I'm actually going to get a couple generals over here. One of the reasons we're getting the types of mages that we're getting now instead of more of these Shugenjas is because we want to be able to sort of take out like the big spells late game, and the way that you take out use big spells late game is through what's called I can't remember what they're called actually, but you basically have your wizards combine all their forces together, and they can only do that if they're the other kind of wizard. They can't do it if they're this kind. Basically, these guys you need Astral, is how you do it. Okay, let's equip ourselves with this. Let's go ahead and look up our air here. It should be 5 now, which should be enough to actually get the Queens of Elemental Air, which is a good way for us to get easy access to some of the stuff we want. Over here. Yeah, we want 2 of those first, but let's getting wizards again, I guess. We need research going up faster. Oops, not you guys. There's basically different types of samurai. The reason I like the one that we're getting is because it's basically got the same attack and defense as the other ones, but they've got a longer reach, higher damage Nodachi. Whereas, like, this one's got better stats even than they do in terms of attack and defense skill, but they've got a shorter reach, they've got less armor, they've got less damage. So these guys are a little bit cheaper, but they've got the shorter reach, less damage, and about the same skill overall. So these guys are a little bit more expensive than them, but they've got more defense than the better unit. They're just all around a really solid unit. Okay. I'm gonna actually just try and get this up to 30 before I move out, and I might even need higher than that, honestly. I'm gonna move you dragons onto there. They can fly, so they can just get there if they want to. And I think we give these guys this thing. They lose it if they transform, which they can if they want to, but... Okay, so we're gonna go with the Summon Water Elemental because they can do it for free. Then after that, they're gonna be focusing on like these kinds of spells here. Could be doing Acid Rain with these guys. Falling Frost is really strong. Flame Eruption. This one's actually quite good, but it needs to be close. I want something that's a little bit further. I think Acid Rain might actually be the stronger one here. Given that he can do it, I think we do it. He's got the like bonuses to accuracy and stuff like that as well, and 50% extra range, so it's like 45 range Acid Rain. Oops, nope, don't want to be doing that. Fireball is even a little bit further, but these should be fine. Oh, and then we want to set them to not go into melee combat. We don't want these guys actually fighting in melee. They're going to be spellcasters. Okay, so... Again, a water elemental, just because it's free. And then after that, we're going to be looking for anything that's kind of a unique cross spell. It doesn't look like we got one. I think this guy, we just let him sort of do what he wants. It's unfortunate that doesn't seem like to be a very strong cross path. Okay. I need more troops for our one guy who goes in the water. Okay. Ooh, they came out and they tried to... Oh no, we attacked, right, I forgot. For some reason I thought I was waiting another turn. Alright, we lost a lot of dudes. We lost our main general, we lost one of our Shigenjas, we lost one of the Onryojis, we lost the Red Devils, so we lost both our generals, which is going to be annoying because we have to clean that up afterwards, but we killed way more than we lost here in terms of, like, I think Micklin is just dead, but... It's good to have, like, some cavalry that can sort of rush the walls here. The reason is that what's going to happen is these guys just sort of stop them from gumming up the front too badly, although they've got their own fast units doing the same. So it is going to be a fight stuck at the walls, which does suck, but... Okay, we've got our spells cast. I think the people that die on our side get killed from just range units raining down on us. Which is that is how that goes. Spells coming into the gap here. Some big ones hitting pretty hard too. I think we're hitting them with the Stellar Cascade, I'm not too sure about. Their ice breaths are hitting their own troops really badly, which is good for us. Their ice breaths now hitting us pretty badly also. Joe Hatamoto's still managing to tear their way forward. These dragons are doing some damage. That's a really good crossfire for those dragons. That's probably where we're losing a lot of our dudes. I'm surprised we win this one. It's gonna come down to, like, our spellcasting, though, is what gets us through this. You can see, like, still they're throwing out, like, these, we're getting, like, a bunch of big evocations sort of off there from time to time. I'm wondering if this is a replay bug and we actually run this differently, because we're definitely losing this right now. Right? Like, we're clearly... We've also lost more than they said in the replay thing, so I think this is a replay bug. Fair enough, I guess. But, yeah, like, clearly, like, it goes differently than it did in the replay, because we win, for example. Okay. Unexpected event here, that's fine. Okay, construction there is done. Yeah, now we've got this down to manageable death scales is what's important here. We're finding decent death gem spots. This is kind of funny. Relays managed to make it onto the ground here. That's interesting. And Micklin is dead, so we don't have to think about that anymore, which is nice. Yeah. Let's just chuck these guys in whatever armies we can, but looks like that's all we've got. Actually want to have this guy build a lab here first. Alright, so we need to decide which of these two we're going to fight next, and it probably should be Lemuria. The reason is that, like, we'll have the advantage if we're fighting them on land, and I think the Chthonians are actually pretty weak usually in this game, just because I don't think that water is actually necessarily that strong a place to be. What we're going to do here, actually... give this guy all the cavalry first, and then everything else is going to be infantry. Double line. I'm going to split this into two groups, actually. That's pretty close to 50-50. Not bad. Again, attack, rear. Attack, rear. That's fine, actually. Okay. Okay. Let's get you guys back in here. We're just sort of massing a large as possible, like, water army, so I should probably cast some summons. But the problem is, like, most of the stuff that I would summon... Well, I can do the Seeking Sword, but a lot of things that we summon, like, end up being incapable of fighting on land. Okay, have we got the ability here to get our stupid Queens of Elemental Air yet? Not yet. Okay. I'm tempted to use Akashic Knowledge, but let's just keep casting ritual spells here. Arcane Probing? Arcane Probing. Okay. So yeah, we'll set up for our war against Lemuria next. I'm actually going to move you this way to fend off or attack them there. I think we have you joined by some wizards. Let's travel all these guys together. I think fire is slightly better given the circumstances. And we'll get everyone in position before we attack. Build the fortress here, but we can now start recruiting these sort of exotic, I guess, leaders here, who are pretty interesting. Like, we got these ones who've got some abilities that are a little bit interesting, but the most important thing is you can get the Pegasus Knights, who are sacred. So they kind of have different things going on than your typical unit. They can be blessed, they can be used a little bit differently than you would use other sorts of units. So this is why this is a unique sort of province to have access to. Not that it's going to do a huge difference against what we're actually fighting against, but, you know. Lemuria looks like they're setting up to defend that province. I'm going to actually move these armies down this way. Everything's sort of happening on that front, more or less, so I'm going to boost up our defense here a little bit. We're getting to the point where you need, like, a ton of province defense to actually defend against anything, but especially successfully. Okay, apparently we just randomly got a dog. And that dog is going to die because it's a Death 3 province. So, have fun, that dog, I guess, until it dies. Which is unfortunate. You don't ever want to see that happening, but okay. Alright, yeah, I think we push forward here. Oh, I can't. Right. Water. Yeah, I think we still push forward during that time. Okay. So this is going to potentially be tricky just because I do know we're going to be fighting up against a lot of ghosts, but nothing you can do about that, really. Kind of depleted all of our researchers. I need to start getting some more. I think this is also an Eastern European game, so it reminding you of Pathologic is probably not a coincidence. I think they kind of like that sort of style. I'm not 100% sure about that, though. I don't actually know where this comes from. Okay. Well, let's see if this works. Or if I've kicked a hornet's nest that I am going to regret kicking. Okay, so that went really easily. These guys being ghosts does mean that, like, if we take a look here, they're going to ignore a whole bunch of our attacks, but if they're ignoring a bunch of our attacks, it doesn't matter too much, because we're just going to overwhelm them too bad. And then we've got a bunch of sacreds, so we're able to use solar rays and stuff like that, so... Who was actually here that was sacred? Who's doing... Oh no, that's a Omyoji spell. Right. So that actually... Oh, right, these guys kick their asses, I forgot about that. Okay, so this fortification went down, like, immediately, which is great, so we can just immediately storm the castle. Over here, we got this huge amount of just random crap that's sort of accumulating slowly, which is great. I think we're actually strong enough now that we can sort of, like, push out of here with this force and actually start attacking some stuff. I'm actually just going to have our friendly sea troll sitting here generating gems for us. He's not going to attack with the rest of our stuff here. So we move up here and we attack up that way. Hopefully get another... I'm actually going to move you too. Hopefully get access to some more stuff too. That would be really good. Would not mind you having that as well, although you're definitely not that kind of caster. I should probably start making some more of those. Okay, given that we can actually punch ghosts using the Onmyojis, which I forgot about completely. The funny play game, have I played Pathologic? No, actually, the game looks like a misery simulator, which as far as I understand it, it is in fact a misery simulator, but it does look really good. It just also looks like the kind of game that would be painful to play. I actually kind of do think that I want to play it, though, on a certain level, just because, like, the masochism seems interesting. But it definitely does not seem like a fun ride. Okay, I kind of want to see how these are going, but this is mostly, like, not ghosts and stuff like that. This is other stuff. Same thing here. These guys are not bringing the ghosts. Oh shit, there's the... Okay, what I'm gonna do here is pump this province, like, with tons of province defense. It is a misery simulator trade. Yeah, I kind of understood it that way. These guys are probably gonna attack to here, and I'm gonna get my ass absolutely blasted by, like, all the stuff that they're gonna send my way, but I would love it if I could send a dragon there too. I can. Okay. So you're casting spells, and you're gonna cast Summon Water Elemental, and then after that it's pretty much just whatever the hell. It's a make a guide for it. Oh god. I'm not sure what kind of guide I would even make if I tried to make one for Pathologic. It doesn't seem like the sort of game that has, like, guide potential in the sort of normal sort of sense there. Looks like I can shove all of my wizards over here. So I'm going to. Yeah, I can just stack casters onto there. Yeah, what would a guide for Pathologic look like, I wonder? Probably nothing good, that's what I can tell you. It's like, this is where you, like, fleece children for their cigarettes. It's like, this is where I teach you guys how to commit crimes. That's how that kind of feels like that would go, but, you know. Alright, let's make sure we're recruiting more mages, because I just sent a whole ton of them to their... Oh, I don't have any money. Right, okay, great. How to minimize/maximize pain. I think at that point in time, it's not a guide, it's more of like a philosophy lecture, and I would not mind giving you guys philosophy lectures, because those are fun, but, yeah. Oh, okay, this is a crazy-ass turn. Alright. So, our province defense has been crushed here, but we did take a lot of them down with us, which is good. Over here, we managed to beat their forces, somehow. And they again took... No, we've been beaten. Yeah, so... Yeah, look at all these ghosts, jeez. Still, they lost a bunch of them. Okay, so you took something from Relay, which is good. Over here, we managed to take a little bit of province there. This is going to be like a battle of attrition to see which of us is taking what from who, sort of thing. Oh shit. Yeah, that looks scary. I think they might attack me here, so I'm gonna just deploy both our armies that way. We did manage to take this province. I kind of feel like just sending in a bunch of forces over here, and then having our other forces that are all set to defend. Head over this way. Because their current, like, garrison here, I don't know if they'll be faster than me, though, which is going to be the problem. We got some province defense up in all of these guys, though, so... I need to set up another province where I can recruit dragons. If I was playing against real people, I'd have gotten my ass kicked by now, by the way, but... You know, just part of the fun. Can I get my elemental queens now? Nope, I need one more. This one I feel like casting soon, but it doesn't really matter actually that much given what we're fighting against. It would just let me cast Thunderbolts a lot more easily. Let's do Arcane Probing. Anywhere's fine. This province is probably going to get taken, and I am wondering if I want to do anything about that. I wonder what it would even look like if you managed to like completely minimize all the pain you're taking pathologic. It seems like the sort of game where if you did manage to like really figure out what to do in it, actually that could be kind of fun, because that's what I did in this war of mine, although I didn't show you guys it. Like, I didn't steal from like anybody that was still there. Like, if it was an empty house I would take everything, but I never murdered like an innocent person and took their stuff. And like, none of my people ever had psychological breaks, and I just mostly relied on like making our own stuff for the entire game. It was, yeah, not the way you're supposed to play a game. I did not fight this one effectively. That was not smart. Okay, well... Alright, we had two fights in the bottomless ocean against Relay here, and Relay got their ass absolutely kicked underwater. I want to show these shark guys. They're just so strong. We didn't even, like, I didn't optimize at all. I just have my big ogre type units here in a big line, so... He's like sending stuff trying to go after us on the flanks, but Blood Elemental interrupts that. Oh, what the heck? Wait. Interesting. So yeah, like just big brute stuff wandering over and beating their heads in. And my scroll going completely crazy. Alright, another fight here. So they tried to move some guys, I guess, to reinforce, and he got killed, so... Arbonne over here. We lost that, but yeah, it's sort of taking a lot of attrition going through our province defense that we're setting up here, which I'm fine with. They didn't even get through this province defense. They took huge casualties in the process, so... we attacked them here. Managed to shred them pretty badly. Those Onmyojis just obliterated them. So that's actually really good. Like, that's working super well. I'm not entirely sure that you need to have perfect knowledge to beat pathologic, necessarily, because I think it's just one of those games where it's unlikely that you'll win unless you have perfect knowledge. But, like, my first playthrough at Frostpunk, all I needed to do is figure out the core mechanics, and then I played on the hardest difficulty and I beat it. Without, like, violating any of my morals, basically. So I think it's, like, that sort of thing. It's possible, it's just unlikely. And the reason I was able to, like, beat Pathologic without any problems, really, is because... or not Pathologic, Frostpunk, is because I play a lot of city builders. I don't play a lot of games like Pathologic, so I'd probably not be able to do it that way there. Why are all of these guys going to this one side? Didn't I deploy you guys line? Alright, well, whatever. So all these guys really need to do is keep the ghosts busy while the Unrealities get their stuff back so they can fire off another one of those purification rays that just obliterates these ghosts. These guys actually are strong enough to actually kill these ghosts some percentage of the time. Like 25% of the attacks still hit, even though ghosts are ethereal. But if they hit, they instantly kill a ghost. It's not even like a close amount of damage. It's like way more than they need amount of damage. Those blades do virtually nothing as the ghosts take no damage from them most of the time. The fighting sounds good. I kind of agree, actually. I'm gonna adjust that for you guys. The music as well. So I feel like the music's kind of a bit loud. I think that's actually quieter if I move back a bit. It's hard to tell. Alright, so watching the scripts and everything like that, watching that composition, that works really, really, really well. I'm happy with the like degree to which that's working. So that's one of the major things that I wanted to know about. We're under siege here, they're sieging us, that's fine. We managed to crush them here, that's good. Yeah, so I'll adjust the volume for you guys a bit, if I can remember how the hell to do that. Preferences, sound. Oh wow, this is set to like nothing. Interesting. Alright, so... I need a relief force so I can get out of there. I can't actually get out of there just by default, so we'll start sending another army that way. Could be researching with our... it's like actually unfair? I don't know. I felt like that with a couple moments for other games I played, so it feels like that sort of thing that could definitely be true and still be beatable. You might have to get lucky, though. Might be the thing. But, I would like to potentially find out, I guess, but not enough that I want to go play it. Okay, let's send this group this way. I think they're trying to, like, come at me from the water, is what's happening here. Actually, let's do like this. They'll probably retake our province there, but well, they might not, actually. Let's do a little bit of province defense there just to keep that running. Oh, you are not supposed to be continuing on forward. You're supposed to be back here. Actually, no, this would be a better province for this. But I do want to build another fort, basically. We'll send you this way, in fact. Okay, I need some money so I can build some stuff, but it's good otherwise. Yeah, Pathologic, I don't know, it's one of those interesting games. I think maybe also like see whether or not it ends up being like a good complete game. See what people say about it a little bit once it's actually, because I don't think they've finished all the story paths. I think they've only got like some of the story paths done. Or we're fighting in relay. Oh shit, our goddamn daimyo died. That's so bad. We did kill like everything there though, so. People in relay are... Yeah, there are some games that are kind of like that as well. Where it's just like you sort of try things out until you learn them. But I do tend to play actually quite a few of those kinds of games, honestly. Okay, I'm at war with everybody now. I'm just gonna not worry about the politics of who I'm attacking anymore. I have no money again, great. Okay. Okay, so the problem with like fighting Rely is that your stuff all goes nuts because they're basically like Cthulhu, essentially. So we're gonna have a rough time with some of that. What the hell's going on here? This is a stack of wizards. I have no general here. I don't necessarily know if I want to like run into that with a stack of wizards. No, not that. This. Okay, so maybe I'm just gonna have them stand here, and then we're gonna boost province defense a little bit, so that we've got something to stand in front of these guys while they cast their stuff before they get their asses kicked, I guess. They probably will get their asses kicked, though. What if I did this, though? Because I don't need both of these forces to head this way. Let's see. Oh, I've actually listened to some of the video essay sort of things about it, and it seems like the sort of thing where I'd be kind of interested in it, but also kind of like not. It's a 50-50. It's not a... This has no appeal to me. It's also not one of those, this is like exactly up my alley kind of thing. It's, like, that's why I'm kind of waffling on it. There's a lot about Pathologic that, on paper, I really like, and would like to try and experience. And it seems like the sort of game where it's like, it's about the experience kind of thing. Alright, we kick their asses, so that's good. But yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of games I think that, like, they're not necessarily ones that look good, but they look interesting, and I think that can sometimes be more important than it being, like, mechanically good in the normal way. So it's a hard thing for me to just outright reject, but also, like, you know, it's hard to say just yes to it as well. Wait, did he not have a thing here? What's this do? 5 blood. Okay, I don't really care about blood magic. Okay, so... let's... Oh, what the hell? I gotta see this one. So this is just me with a blob of samurai, like, standing up front here, in front of a bunch of Yamiyojis and a bunch of other wizard dudes here. So we've got plenty of, like, ability to protect our guys, make them stronger. Got these little magic birds popping in and being nuisances. But they've gone for, like, blood magic and stuff like that, and I've gone for astral, so we'll see how this goes. Clearly astral beats out blood. Like, I'm not using communions or anything that, like, complicated. That spell hit pretty hard, actually, pretty decently. Considering it's a relatively low tier spell, I think. No, that one all missed, but... Yeah, like, no, it's just Astral is just obliterating these guys. That's so good. That Firebolt's doing okay, but nowhere near as good. Oh, that one was actually really, really good. Okay, it's 50-50. Sometimes it does everything, sometimes it does nothing. All my guys are paralyzed. Great. Goddamn ghosts. But, yeah, like, Pathologic, there's a couple games that I don't think are, like, great as games, per se, but, like, for other reasons they're really good. Like, The Beginner's Guide is a game that I really like. But it's not really like it's fun to play or anything like that. I sort of think of Pathologic in the same sort of way. The only difference is that, like, Beginner's Guide is a really short game, so you can get through it and get the full narrative experience and the full emotional experience, like, really quickly. But Pathologic, from my understanding, is a fairly long game. And I'm not entirely sure if while I understand like part of the point of it is that you sort of are suffering for a longer period of time, and that's part of the narrative to it, I don't necessarily know if I want to put myself through that. And I also don't know if I would be able to make it like something that people would watch. I can't believe we only lost one guy to that. That's so crazy. This is a huge army, and the dispossessed spirits are not like super easy to get rid of. Just because like they're incorporeal and stuff like that. They're not good at killing, I guess. That's the main problem I guess they had. But the shadow soldiers are supposed to be good at killing. Interesting. We only lost a guy to friendly fire. Yeah, I haven't seen a battle go that one-sided before, but another battle over here. This one's like also really one-sided. Even though they've actually got a bunch of human troops this time. I've got a bunch of archers, I've got like 2 layers of swordsmen. So I think I just sniped a priest. I should tell my guys to be firing at like archers because they'll get rid of the crossbows, and the crossbows are actually a threat to us. And they would do basically like one-shot crossbows, so... Here comes the Pillars of Light, just destroying those statues. Just absolutely wrecking them. That's so interesting. This is supposed to be like one of those like bad matchups, and it really is like early game before you've got a bunch of Astral Mages, but once you've got a bunch of Astral Mages, this is easy. What are you doing? Do you get shot or something like that? Yeah, you got shot. Well, that's unlucky. But yeah, like, Pathologic as well, like, it could turn out that the story ends up being, like, really, really disappointing when they finish it. Who knows? Wait, what the hell? Interesting. Okay, we stick there for a turn. I really wish I had enough money to buy stuff here, but do that. Riley is going to be a tougher nut to crack than I think I want it to be. There's nothing I can do about that, though. Conjuration 8 still on the way. It's going to take forever to get that, but yeah, I'll see you. Yeah, the way that I'm doing this is working fine. I do like that sort of like far caster sort of thing added to these guys, but I don't think I need the accuracy because I think that spell is 100% accuracy. You can still miss because of distance penalties, but like, it's accurate enough for ghosts. I need to actually get more of those things built. Ooh, we actually got our asses kicked here a little bit. That's because they have 844 troops. Okay, well, you know, fair enough, I guess. I guess they didn't want to lose that one. Okay. Let's see here. That was here? No, that's... that one. Is that their capital? I wonder if that's their capital. No, wait, we took that. That was ours. Interesting. Let's just do that. I'm starting to lose the ability to, like, afford to defend my provinces efficiently. But I think that's because we're buying a bunch of stuff that I don't need. Like, I don't need that. Probably don't need... well, that's fine, actually, technically speaking. Okay, I don't need that. Getting way too many of these generals. That's part of the drag there. It's taking away from that. Alright, so we just hope that they move here and we defend from that spot. Okay. And I think that, like, what's happening here, though, is also that they're losing money faster than we are. Oh, we lost our... Little prophet guy or a priest guy, I think. Yeah, I think he got killed. Yep. That's unfortunate. We do need that, that sort of unit. Yeah, they captured a fortress here. We lost a bunch of stuff, but we did kill a whole bunch of them again. I think they've lost almost half of that stack, which is crazy. I need to get another set of generals or something like that over there. Let's get Sea King's Court cast again. Boost a little bit of this, but I'm basically pushed out of the water again. I still only got my little island of water, I guess. Or lake, I suppose is what you call those. Just gonna start sending out more of this sort of spam, but I do actually need to start making more astral mages. Yeah, I can't keep affording to augment my forces with the province defense anymore. Okay, getting those. Stopping that, which is good. Did lose another Master Shigenja, which is bad, but it's kind of fine. This group managed to walk them pretty badly. Yeah, so it's just that one that was kind of bad, but everything else was pretty okay. Siege just there, that's okay. Just gonna do this. Alright, so we do that. Should be fine. As long as they keep losing more than they are gaining, should be fine, relatively speaking. Alright. I wonder if I've got enough here. Cast that again. I don't think I've got quite enough. I think I'm a little bit short. Yeah. Need 5 more. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's move up here. Try and spread our dominion. I think that'll help a little bit against all these guys, these ghosts. Oh shit, these guys have gone insane. Well, that's not good. I'm gonna keep raiding out this way. Oh, it's already 4:30, shit. I was gonna play some League of Legends, but I guess we're just playing this today. Okay, so that worked out okay. Don't have the right kind of units, but I think the Pegasus Riders do okay in this fight. I don't have anyone to bless them actually, so I don't think that was it. I think it's just they're weak enough. Sometimes you can beat these guys just from the fact that your units are that much superior to them in terms of stats, but it is still a little bit tricky. I think we're going to focus on raiding. I think we want to just destroy their economy and stuff like that, although that's what they're doing to us too, so... Okay, have we got enough in treasury now? I kind of do, actually. Bump our province defenses up enough that we don't lose everything automatically. I don't have a great time fighting against some ghosts with this setup, though. Time warp? Yeah, kind of. That's this kind of game, though. It's, you know, any kind of game like this, you end up thinking it's like, oh yeah, no, I haven't been playing that long, and then it turns out you've been there for like 6 days. Alright, so we are getting sort of pushed back a bit here, which is unfortunate, but... that's just enough. Okay, let's cast Ritual Spell, Sea King's Court, move you there. How's this siege going? Still maintaining it. I've got like no troops here, so I can't really siege this effectively. It's one of the big problems. I also need to get those stupid elemental queens. It's going to help me a ton against these ghosts. Okay, another battle here. Let's take them out. Still getting like these things run up behind us, but that's the point of deep raiding, is you destroy their like forces and their defenses and stuff like that. And they end up in a situation where they're losing a ton of money and stuff like that while you sort of move forward. So you're destroying like their infrastructure and their ability to earn money. Ooh, we lost this, I think. Did I go in there with a bunch of wizards without the actual daimyo again? No, I think I just lost my general and my troops ran. Damn, hate when that happens. Alright, he probably got hit by like a random friggin' crossbow bolt or something like that. Okay. Looks like these guys survived though, so that's at least good. I need to just research here, I think. So what we do here is we let these guys get attacked, because I think they are going to get attacked, and we just improve this. So they keep following along, and then reclaiming everything that we sort of take. So we're just going to like hit them this way. Ooh, that is a big bloody force that they've sent our way. Alright, let's do this. We got hit there, it looks like, but we're still in control of Relay. Yeah. Oof, they lost a lot of stuff off that. Ryujins really kicked their asses. Then there's another battle in Relay, and we kicked their asses again. I can't believe we killed the Vastness with just Ryujins and Sea Trolls. Okay. Well, that all worked out okay. Worked out alright. But this I'm a little bit worried about. What happened to our weird little cat thing that was going around site searching for death gems? Because we've got a decent amount of them now. Yeah, there we go. There it is. Could actually use death magic to get some stuff at this point in time. Or I could boost to death 2, but boosting to death 2 might be actually the smarter choice. Our province defense is looking shaky here. If we just stick there, we'll be fine. With this fort here, we're kind of safe, actually, but water maps and like major water battles are kind of a weird thing in this game, because water is less sort of valuable than the normal sort of terrain. Oh, wow. Yeah, so they're just conquering behind us again. Ooh, I don't necessarily want to leave this guy behind. Ooh, we lost that army. That one's pretty bad. Because that's a pretty big army to lose. Oh, we lost here, finally. They eventually sort of managed to overwhelm us and swamp us with that stuff. Lost our province defense at Mictlan as well. Still have the fort, though. It's just going to be this back and forth over and over again, I think. That's relatively fine. Gonna do it like this. Okay, I kind of need to stick here for a turn. The reason I do is because I can't sort of leave that dragon there just to get killed. All on its lonesome. How's my research doing? It's almost done. It's like 3 more turns. It's not almost done. Yeah, that's all recruiting, I think, the right stuff here. Alright, probably gonna bounce another one off of our dragons and trolls. They're just sort of probing us in a couple of these spots at this point. Yeah, we bounced a pretty big army here. I should retake Mictlan. Alright. Wait, I can get across there? No. I can only get across there with certain people. Yeah, I wish it would just tell us that we can't go across that way. Okay, so these guys can all move again. Let's, I think smash through here. I think we can up our defense here a bit. And I think these guys can all smash forward again. This army. I kind of want to hit them. Yeah, this person got sick and is dying. That's fine. Or this cat, I guess. Need a few more death gems before I can really take off with any of that, since I need to get to death 2 through the expensive way. Alright, we're still winning these fights. I think they're just getting ground down. Faster than we're getting ground down anyway. Yep, that's fine. We stick there for a bit. This one I'm kind of surprised about having beaten. That is quite a force. Either way, though, I think this campaign's well enough underway. It's just versus, like, a couple of the AIs, so it's nothing too special or anything like that. But, yeah. Those pillars of light are so good in this situation. It comes down and it kills, like, 2 of them per one, or maybe even 3 of them. Which is, for how expensive these units are, like, really bad for my enemy, especially considering I can keep spamming it. Like, I keep using it. So the fact that my troops are pretty ineffective against them just really doesn't matter that much. Because you can't kill my guys that easily either. What the hell's this thing? Is that their pretender? Nope. Maybe it is. No, this is a special hero. That's what that is. Well, hopefully he's not immortal. Okay, so that was 200 of their troops there. Oh wow, that's repairing faster than we can destroy it? What the hell? Well, that's not good. I'm actually just going to move that way. I'm not going to bother with the rest of that. Okay. I think at this point in time we settle down here and try and make a fort. I think we just don't worry about the rest of this for a second here. Alright, I can start getting my stupid air elementals now, which is going to be helpful. Now I can do the air power thing that I was trying to do earlier. Which, you know, it'd be nice if I could have done that way earlier, honestly, but... The fact I got some kills there is kind of funny, actually. Witchhaven... Looks like that's just province defense bounce. I need to boost that by another little bit. I don't have any money. Shoot. Forces were beaten by the defenders. Wow. They've got a lot of troops there, I guess, so that's fair, I suppose. Ooh, we completely lost this one. Lost practically everything. That was an expensive loss. Okay. Alright, won that one though. Alright, these guys are ready to go again. Just gonna move you down that way. Get that rolling there. Alright, Ritual Spell, Queen of Elemental Air. These things are fantastic, even against the types of enemies we're fighting here. Keep spending like all of my stuff on like these dragons and stuff like that. That's where all our money's going. I can't buy anything else because we're spending all that. We don't need research right now though. We kind of like research what we need. Turn off some of this. I do need more astral mages though. Giving them those things to make them sacreds does help that though, because they become cheaper upkeep wise. So I probably want to keep doing that actually. Looks like this thing actually managed to get rid of the attackers. So I think we actually let's take this. Because this is going to be pretty easy to kill. Still though, this game's in hand, like we're not going to lose at this point in time. I probably could have won it actually if I just focused on sniping the last of the thrones, because you just have to capture the thrones. You don't actually have to kill all the enemies or anything like that. Really? Okay, let's just send you two and maybe you back to there. The rest of you guys sent to there. Yeah, now we're starting to make some money for some reason. For some damn reason. Alright. We attack there. This is a bloody mess. Alright. Just gonna try and scoop up some of these troops again here. Need some more generals. Let's cast Queen of Elemental Air there. Queen of Elemental Air there. Getting the equivalent for the water is going to be pretty expensive, so I'm not going to bother trying to. But I do want to get someone here, start making some more of these things. I'm actually gonna get construction up to 8. I don't need weapons of sharpness or anything like that, but more magic weapons would actually be pretty good here. If I could turn like these Queens of Air into like good undead killing thugs, I could probably like really screw these guys over. Alright, so they lost a ton against this force, which I'm super happy about. Again, the Onmyoji's absolutely obliterating them. Regions managed to take that province by themselves. This one was a bit sketchy, honestly. Okay. managed to reclaim Relay, or rather, sit on their fort. Okay. I'm just doing this to grind down their forces here. Alright, so give you that. So Shroud of the Battle Saint is not the most powerful thing to give these guys in terms of making them really good at combat or whatever the hell, but the Queens of Elemental Air are actually extremely, extremely strong spellcasters. So sending all of you guys to cast spells. Especially since we're using a Shroud that gives a big bonus to like spellcasting, basically. I'm going to actually assist with this one. I want to win that one really badly. Okay. Do want more shrouds. Over here, let's go ahead and get a couple of these guys and then start working on these guys again. I need to be just making more Onmyojis. And we've got the money for it now, so might as well. Alright. Nope, that was not what I wanted to do. Walls. Temple. That's it. Okay. Nothing I can really do about that one. Okay. Ooh, these guys didn't actually manage to kill anything. I think these all died before they could. That's a bit of a disappointment. Regions down here managed to just crush these guys. Battle and Relay, we managed to mostly not lose too much. Okay. We are destroying the walls, that's good. Yeah, they're finishing off all our stuff around there. That's probably fine, actually. Just not gonna be able to get those guys back. Actually, if I do one province defense, those guys get to fight back. I should be doing that. Forgot about that. So, yeah, this place is defense 18, but yeah, if there's a general there, then they'll suddenly be able to actually fight. Okay, so these people are gonna bounce around and just keep hitting anywhere I can hit. Need to keep 500 for the lab. Alright. So, once again, just keep throwing troops to the front here. I don't know if this is like the strongest sort of composition or anything like that, but it certainly is effective, just throwing these kinds of troops out in mass waves. They've gone from having like that stack of like 1,000 troops, almost like 830, down to not being able to really even field full stack of 100. Well, it's not even like that's a full stack. You can have sort of whatever size you want in this game. That's not really how this works, but yeah, these guys, let's see how they fight when I've set them to spellcasting. I wouldn't mind giving them some air gems so that they would do some other stuff. Looks like they're summoning. There we go, there's the lightning bolts. One of them is just keep summoning these phantasmal wolves because they're annoying, and yeah, I can just summon like an unlimited number of them. They're really weak, but they stop the enemy from advancing, which is nice. I'm mostly gonna have to just send these guys after like smaller kinds of groups there. They can't really take out the bigger, more powerful units, but 3 air elemental queens are pretty tough. You can't really underestimate them. Okay, boost those guys up a bit. Alright, these guys are no longer insane. Okay, next turn we'll boost that defense up if we still have it. Alright, that one was easy, it looks like. Again, these guys, the key to victory. Ooh, we lost this one. Still, they lost 182 troops, so lost twice what we did. I need to get that with the stack with these guys. I think we wait a turn before we do that. Alright, let's boost this up. What? Oh, there's no population here, they're all dead. Population 0 means no garrison possible. Yeah, so Relay is messing with us now. Which, fair enough, I guess. This place has enough population, I can boost up their province defense up to a decent amount. I think once the place has been fully depopulated, I'm not sure if you can get them back. This problem with these guys that we're fighting against, their ability to destroy the population makes it so that fighting them's really awkward. Alright. There's a battle that went to over 100 turns. Oh god. You lost a Master Shigenja. These guys. Just these 3 like masters or queens of elemental air basically by themselves seem like they've obliterated the entire enemy army by themselves, it looks like. So they each got like over 30 kills. Which is kind of huge. Go Hatamoto are doing pretty well, all things considered. Lightning bolts are coming down. Shigenja's throwing up blades is not really doing much, but yeah, lightning bolts come down, kill like a bunch of these guys. It's probably even stronger than that Pillar of Light skill, honestly, but not by much. And then the thing is, these guys are going to get into melee, and these guys are still going to get absolutely rocked by the queens. Look at that. Thunderbolt, like, hits a huge area is the thing. It's a much bigger area than the Pillar of Light thing. So this seems to be working really well. They've also got, like, misformed body. Oh, I think I actually killed one of these guys on friendly fire. I think that's what happened. Oh, that poor old man. Just gets obliterated by his queen. Wouldn't want to have it any other way, I'm assuming. Probably, maybe. I don't know. We've been cursed. Great. Are they all cursed? Probably. Yep. There's certain things where if you kill them, you get cursed. So, being cursed is not that bad. It makes it so that you're more likely to get, like, crippling debilitations, but yeah. Oh, this guy's still here and still alive and kicking. This is why this is going to take 100 turns. We can't actually like effectively hit this guy, so a bunch of our people are literally moving illusions and summons and stuff like that to go fight him. These things do very little damage, they're distraction units. But he will eventually, over the course of multiple years, get killed by them. I saw one lightning bolt come down. But the fact that they won't inch forward and like hit this guy with lightning consistently is why this is going to take over 100 turns. Because look, like, he's just chewing through all these guys, like, basically infinitely. He's gonna fatigue out, I think, but, once that happens, we'll be able to start hurting him, I think. Yeah, he's over 100 fatigue all of a sudden, so we can start hitting him. Although I can't tell if this guy heals off of attacks. His fatigue's gone back down. We lightning bolted our own dudes. This is what the accuracy's for. This is why you need the accuracy. The range on lightning bolts is like 100, so we should be actually capable of getting to him. It's just, yeah, we're aiming at our own dudes mostly. Given enough RNG and enough time, we will kill this guy though. It's just down to that, like, we literally are going to be here for a long-ass time. Okay, we know how this goes, so I'm just going to pop out of here. So yeah, eventually... Actually, something else happens. That guy's still there. Well, whatever. Let's see here. We managed to beat that. We managed to take that. Okay, all of our fights went well. We're going to move back that way. We're going to move these guys all onto here. Time that with this. One of our... Did we actually... I wonder if we technically lost that fight with Queen of Element's Lair. Because they seem to have scattered. Interesting. Got an injury on the one that we wanted to not, but... I think at the end of the day, like, we did okay in that fight. It's probably fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna stomp on them a little bit. Go stomp forward on the enemies here. Okay, so this siege is never gonna end because we're not, like, hitting it with anything near enough force to take it out, but it should be fine. It's all these death scales that are sort of making it harder for us to keep pushing forward. I need to start counteracting these better. You need to counteract death scales is like prophets or priests or whatever, like going and spreading monasteries. Which I have not been doing very well, because we don't have any money usually. We have enough now, but I mean, we need to spend some here. Spend some here. Keep wandering around these three and just stomping like these kind of provinces. That would actually free up a bunch of stuff that's around this area. Yep, beat those attackers, good. Lost here. I think this army might be in trouble, actually. So we'll just do this. Okay, we critically damaged that one. That's nice. Okay, we basically got water completely under control now, which is very convenient of not having to deal with that bullshit anymore. Oh, there's over here too. Shit. Okay. Well. These guys are still fielding much bigger armies than I would be expecting them to, all things considered, but I think we'll be fine. Okay. It is just about 5 o'clock, and we basically won this campaign, so... There's like a few potential big climactic battles, but I don't think we're gonna get those. Our sieging force has been beaten, yeah. Got knocked off of the spot there. Lost 5 of our Master Shugenjas. We did kill 111 of them to 44 losses though again, so again, that sort of thing happening over and over again. These aren't really fights that they can afford to be losing like, or winning like this. No population left. Goddamn. Okay. It's a nice thing about Relay is they don't actually completely destroy the population or anything like that. They just destroy a lot of things. Just not everything. Okay. Over here. It's definitely worth trying to get a little bit defense there. Get you guys out that way. I should probably be making something a profit right now, but this is going to be a hard siege because I can tell the fact that I haven't broken through there means that they've got a shit ton of stuff. Okay, we'll build the temple there. Could be building forts and stuff like that, but I don't really care. You get kind of lazy once you're against the AI and you're sort of in this position. You probably get lazy in this position against humans too, honestly. Okay, so that was a complete stomp. Oops. Yes, they keep retaking that, that's fine. Place is down to 13 population. That's pretty bad. The other problem with like places that have very low population is that they do also give you less tax income. Okay, I think we get more trolls next turn. I'm gonna try storming this castle. I think this is gonna go poorly. But like I said, we're just getting kind of lazy here. I need some more growth scales coming in here. Move these guys over and try and get our dominion spread a bit. The thing is, like, all this fighting and all this death lets them raise more ghosts more quickly, because that's sort of what they do with that faction, with any of the ghostly factions, really. But, like, they can't take this kind of loss. Like, this is just absolutely bullshit kind of losses there. But, like, if my troops die, they get more ghosts, basically. That's sort of how that goes. Alright, my cavalry got a pretty good initial hit there. Gonna kill a bunch of their dudes, stuff like that. Lightning and light coming down, huge amounts. The only problem is cavalry is kind of expensive, so I shouldn't be like forward deploying them like that. But yeah, the ghosts look like they're doing well, then all of a sudden, like, spells raining down from the sky just obliterates half of them. I think we killed their big Bane. No, he's over here. We hit him. He's gotten hit by a couple lightning bolts there. He's down to 5 hit points. This guy can survive a lot, but what we're hitting him with is a bit much, it looks like. Looks like he'll get away, though. Nope. Lightning bolt to the back of the head. Our cavalry actually survived that. I can't believe that. They got hit by so much like lightning and stuff like that so hard that yeah, 7 emojis, that's so gross for that kind of fight there. Then we had the actual fortress capture fight, which same sort of thing happened there. Just gonna move in with those guys. Oh man, there's just no way I can get province defense anywhere. That sucks. Alright. Walls here are breached. I feel like we could probably storm this castle and get away with it, but I'm not gonna worry about doing that just yet. I'm gonna do a couple castings of this. Because we can. Just go in there with a whole bunch of extra dudes. Okay, so we should also be able to... Yep, got a whole bunch of these now. Okay, everybody gets their blood-soaked t-shirt. Because we're apparently just, you know, that kind of vicious. Except the injured guy, because he's gonna die soon. I don't really... this guy will probably survive, even though he's got an injury. This will make all of them cast their spells more accurately and from longer distance, so we'll see how that goes. The reason I'm doing it on that group, by the way, is because they're in a fort with a lab. You need labs to change your equipment. Okay, where's that lake? There it is. Alright, so I think we go and fight those ghosts, that big ghost army, and I think what's going to happen is they're going to get blasted by spells from above again. Oh, they left. They ran away. Yeah, the fact it takes 2 turns to recruit that mage is what stops us from being, like, too easy, I think. But on the other hand, also the fact that these idiots keep being able to stop me from having problems defense bastards. Alright. We just keep boosting up province defense to what we can, I guess, but I think we just need to keep sending armies. Oh, do I send this way? Well, I think that's good enough. Let's just throw all of these guys into this guy's group here and those ones into there. Alright, and we'll siege there next turn. We'll attack next turn. And that'll be the end of the Chthonians. everything like in this map, except for the one group that we killed fairly early, are kind of like toxic to be against in some ways. Because they've got these sort of mechanics that make it so that if you're fighting against them, you still lose, kind of. Okay, that worked. Lovely. Alright, so all this is getting attacked now. And that should work. I'd hope. I'm just gonna move these onto there. Gonna need some more armies just in their background. What the hell are you guys? Just random fanatics. Well, I'm not gonna think too much about those guys. I think we send out another stack of Onmyojis soon. Alright, let's see how the siege goes. Looks like it goes long. 102 turn siege. Unless that was another fight with like a guy that I can't kill, hiding in the back, getting pelted by illusions or something like that. Okay, nope, that was that one. That one quickly, it looks like. That also looks like that one quickly. Okay, we lost a daimyo here, we did defeat them. Interesting. I don't think that was the long fight. Was it this one? I don't think this one would take that long. Like, we got so many trolls that it should just be able to wash over their walls, basically, that... Got, like, sharks and stuff like that. There's their deity, their pretender. Sitting back here, chilling, just being a chunk of stone. It's like an evil possessed statue. It's probably cursing the ever-loving shit out of me right now. Probably got all sorts of common afflictions. Yeah, I've got insanity, probably unlike everybody. This is where I should have been getting shrimp instead of sharks, but you know, it's... Shrimp have like insanity reduction or resistance or immunity. Well, we did eventually kill that stupid thing. Where am I getting all these sharks from? Oh, I think I know where I got them from. I think I had enough gems on one of my guys to cast sharks. There's a spell that just causes sharks to swim around everywhere. There's another one that causes wolves to run around everywhere if you're on land. They're kind of the equivalents. Okay, so that's Riley dead. Okay, so I think we maintain that one. Jerk's over there, coming back around, but... just send in another stack of these guys again, and we should be fine. Yeah, I've got lots of troops that are insane right now. It's going to be very disruptive, but it should be fine. We'll be okay. I never did get into death magic. It was mostly me being too lazy to properly micro that. We have 234 death gems. Like I said, at this point we're mostly just being a bit lazy. I could probably have like cleaned this up faster if I was using all of my gems effectively, but maybe not, you never know. Oh, I lost a semester, so gems. Well, they're not the things I have to keep alive, it's the Onmyojis I have to keep alive, so... Okay, we breached there. That's fine. These guys all over here. You can see that my Dominion is really starting to dominate the map here, so I don't have to worry as much about that sort of stuff. Let's move you there, let's move you over here. Or are you wearing Shambler armor? It doesn't matter. Shambler armor lets you go underwater. Dragons can already go underwater, so it's kind of... Or that dragon can, anyway. The eastern dragons can. Oh shit, there's a lot of dudes here. Yeah. Well, either way, though. Yeah, this game is done. Like, we've won this game. We'll take a look at this, and then I'm going to call this an end of the episode, or the stream. Because realistically speaking, you can't lose at this point in time. It would be an act of deliberately trying to screw myself over for us to lose at this point in time. But we'll take a look at this sort of battle here. I love that those things can, like, delay them long enough for me to get in through the door. That's so stupid, but also really funny. Stuff on the walls just get completely scarred by spells there. This guy's up front here, probably gonna get obliterated. What happened to this guy? I feel like he's been hit by some sort of spell that's locked him in place or something like that, but don't know. Oh, he's hit by paralyzed, maybe? Who knows? Alright, our cavalry broke. That's unfortunate. These guys are getting hit from the back line there just because I've got so much range on this spell. Look at that. Just obliterating those guys with snipes. I like this strategy. I like this combination. Like, I don't think it's the sort of thing that people normally would do, but like long-range spellcasters, hitting these from across the map with 100% accuracy, that's super, super powerful. And the Bless also increases their precision by 4, so it's like that plus the 100% accuracy means that even with the distance penalties, there's still 100% accuracy sort of thing. Because you lose accuracy real fast across larger distances. Okay, well that was really good. But like I said, yeah, I think we're going to call this one an episode. So, hope you found this one enjoyable. I've been having a lot of fun with this game. That's sort of why I wanted to sort of showcase it a little bit, but yeah, definitely not the sort of thing I want to put on my channel too often. It is a very fussy game in a lot of ways, so I'm going to continue having fun with this on my own time. Next week we're going to be playing Songs of Conquest again, but yeah, in any event, hope you found this episode enjoyable, and of course, as always, hope to see you guys all next time.